How y'all doing? All right. Everybody all right? Yes, sir. Whew. Then we got to get ready. We're going into the, I thought I had a chapstick in here. I'm hoping if I stole my chapstick, that'd be low down. I don't put too much past y'all now. Y'all are still. No, people call y'all still now. Everybody all right? Yes, sir. Too to be alive. Appreciate those that pressed their way. I mean, all right? You ain't have, well, that was done. Smith, I need a chapstick. That's right here. Somebody ate this one. These kids around here, you can't put nothing past nobody these days. Other than that, though, too to be alive. By the Kanye Yahushua. A lot of things you take for granted. Start looking at all these things going on right here in the world today. Gotta consider. I sent y'all the couple of texts what was going on over in Russia at the theater. Somebody started shooting and killed 40, and they got 100 and some wounded. Then they set the place on fire and trapped them in there. A lot of things we take for granted, you just don't realize and just don't consider how easy and how quick you can be out of here. You know, every day, I mean, you got to take it day by day and consider, folks. You can be out of here. I know a lot of times y'all don't think nothing about it. You get up every day, so you just naturally assume it's a given, but it ain't a given. Candy, look at y'all took his seat, huh? They like he ain't moved fast enough in. They had to go and grab it. But I appreciate Yahuwah for sparing us one more time. I don't know what tomorrow gonna bring, but I appreciate today. Isn't that right? Take it day by day. You don't know what your situation gonna be. You don't know when he gonna move you out of here, so you just learn to appreciate what he give you and learn not to mumble and grumble and just accept how he moving. You know, Yahuwah will gonna be done one way or the other. Y'all got it? I was talking to talking to one of the young people I don't like. I told him if I liked him, I would really enjoy the conversation, but since I ain't like him, I just had to bear along with it as long as I could. I see the other one, I said, at least I ain't got to put up with one of you today. She said, no, the other one in there too. I said, oh, good, I know I'm going to be sick now. Not two of them, isn't that right? I try to get a break, but you know how it is, it happen anyway. There, other than that, y'all all right? Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Dr. Palmer would have been here tonight. You know, I didn't know. Jeff made on Meeks was still, he broke down still. They keep him in palal. Yeah, he got the gout. I was talking to him, trying to figure out what's going on with it. He don't know what happened. I know what happened. I ate something he ain't supposed to eat. Tell me he ate some fish. I said, what you ate before that? Oh, remember. I said, you remember? You don't just get gout from no fish. You get the gout because you've been playing around. You got to stay around. And I tell the rest of y'all here too, y'all got to be careful. Especially as you get older, you know, your health situation, you really need to start taking things a lot more serious. A lot of y'all don't realize, I had y'all to watch some Kanye West had said, his take. You know, he kind of goes out, yay, I'll give him that respect, yay. I know a lot of times y'all don't pay attention to things, but he tried to give y'all a lot of different narratives and let you know how these people work in you. Especially like even with these commercials, like I told you, we were so fighting, rearing, like, oh man, they don't never put blacks in commercials, but they do put them in commercials now. They got you in the fat commercial. Every time eating, they got you, and when it come down to a Medicaid, because they realize you start looking at it, that's for white people. Let me tell you something, a couple girls didn't sell when we were growing up. A couple girls sold to white women. Maybelline, white women, but no, but how many, my mama, do you remember trying to buy Maybelline? Because it was advertised for white women. They started getting them light-skinned black women, then they got the natural darker, they just kept reeling you in. They went with the mixed-looking black woman, then they brought the skin tone in to, you know what, now you Maybelline. Nobody use that stuff. I'm trying to tell you, before y'all went to Avon, black women, they were using Ambi, walking product. Ambi made product. Most of y'all didn't know what Ambi is. Ambi made stuff for skin toning for black women. Before y'all got that, when they pulled you in the Avon, the first one duped you. After Avon duped you, then they pulled you in with Mary Kay. White women were selling Mary Kay. They were getting white women. I mean, they were giving them Regals. Then they moved to giving them Cadillacs. You remember that? They were getting them pink Cadillacs. They put them black women there. I mean, they were getting out the center. They were getting out the pink cars. They started getting out the center. They were getting out the Regals. Those Regals were nice. Then they started giving them the Cadillacs. You were pushing that Mary Kay. They got you out here, man. They duped you. And that's what they do to our women. They duke you. Now look at you. You blow it all up now. Not financially, physically. Your health in a mess, you're in a rut. No matter what you do, they keep feeding you food, they blow you back up. And you keep working, everything you're doing is counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? It's working against you. I'm helping y'all out, just trying to tell the truth. That's what all of the men too. They got, look at it, they put you in a commercial that kill you. And I heard, Ye was talking about how why you wearing, Adidas, me and David, he was like, man, get rid of all that stuff. I said, I wouldn't get rid of Adidas because what hurts you and what people don't know, they don't just own Adidas. Adidas own generic stuff too. See, people don't know Adidas own Reeboks. They just don't mind. They don't want to mix it because if you, like they said, man, I'm going to get rid of Adidas. Then where he going to go? If he ain't going there. That's why they keep it quiet. So he'll be running them down and he'll realize I own that too. Right. They ain't just that, they own a generic. See, the people out here who say, man, I don't wear none of that name brand junk. I don't wear nothing but generic. Good. They like, I got your money too. Let me tell y'all something. See, these guys are, somebody gonna need a pamper. I mean, ain't no way in the world you can keep sneezing like that and nothing come out their back. So now, that's it. I know there's sinus of this stuff going on. But what people don't realize, these people set you up on so many different streams. The places that are like the popular known places, they know that some people will say, I'm not going there because everybody go. I'm different. So they also buy the different. But the people who don't care about the name brand, they still make money. Just like Bank of America, they know everybody that come to Bank of America, they know you can't get no loan. They purposely don't give you a loan. You don't go in there trying to apply for no loan, you got no 650, no 640 credit score. What do you want me to give you? Get out of him. You're going to go down the street to a title pond. Right. You're going to go to a secondary lender, a subprime lender. How many of y'all don't know what subprime is? Okay. The ones that don't know what a sub is, show me what a submarine do. Show me water. Show me the height of water. Just show me the height. Come on, show it. Show me height for water. Then where would a sub be? Lead the water up. Lead the water up. Where would the sub be? So anytime they use sub, that's what they tell you. I'm giving you something that's under. I'm giving you something under prime. Prime is the best, like you order a prime rib. So I teach you, see, these people don't pay attention. Most of these people don't pay attention. Don't pay these folks no attention. I do business, okay? They have no idea what they're doing. They just sit down and just go, this is what a subprime lender is. I'm giving you under the best. So how banks get you the secondary lenders, I come out and I target the 580 to 600s. I target these people who feel like, I'm pretty good when you come. Now, it used to be if you had a 680, you could get a good credit, you get a good loan. Too many of you started getting 680s. So what they started doing, they started changing the math. A lot of you started getting 700s. Now you need to do a 730. Then I give you the best rate. See, every time you reach a mark, they just set a new one. This is how you constantly get defeated. I see Isaiah Alma, y'all, that's y'all, how y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. That's how they made their way on down here to see her. Isaiah, you got to leave something. We're going to let her go check it. We got to leave a little something in there for her. So she can look. Now, I'm talking about the turd. We got to go ahead. We still waiting on Joanna back there, too. Ain't that right, Dr. Joe? We still waiting. Still high. Won't pull the net. We working on her. We working on her. She going to get a pull. We going to cook something that weekend. She going to get us some of them Mexican refried beans. She'll be back. Ain't that right? Them Mexican jumping beans have anybody going. So to my people, my young people, I want y'all to understand terminology. Start breaking down words and they tell you it's subprime. They just said people don't think. A sub is always underwater. So I'm already telling you, I got you under the best. People don't know when you go to these places, these people target you. They purposely set these things up. They always change the dynamics whenever you learn something. Whenever you get something, they change it. Now, what Ye said on a lot of things, definitely true. The problem becomes you have been part of the problem. See, when he started expressing to you, and this would hurt the conversation on some man. I listen past it. Because these guys, to me, honestly, it ain't because they boys. And the reason why I say they boys, when you don't grow up in a home with the father and the mother with both, it's just things it's no way for you to know. Don't try to push on me, I'm a man. You're trying to convince somebody because there are things you missed. You'll learn it, as life goes on, but there are fundamentals. That's like football. I want to go out. I don't care if I can't run. I go out and tell I want to try out. People don't know Marvin Gaye. How many of y'all remember Marvin Gaye? Did y'all know that Marvin Gaye wanted to try? He was going to try for the Detroit Lions. Yeah, and the owner's going to let him do it. The coach was going to do it. He liked Marvin. He found out Marvin had never played. He told him no. He didn't even know the fundamentals. Yeah, Marvin. He didn't want to. I don't care if he was good. He said he don't even know the fundamentals. So although you might know that you want to play the game, have a love for it, there are fundamentals you need to know. Right. So when it comes down to being a man, it's not hurting you guys. I'm just telling you, this is what they purposely do to our men. So you out here, you misguided on a lot of ends. So you work it. I don't care if you have grown a father and mother. There are still things that you will learn, but there are some things you should have seen. There's some things you should have grasped some of the concepts of. You missed that. So now you're trying to learn that they call it on the fly, which puts you at a disadvantage because you really hadn't watched a stabilized home other than possibly what you've seen on television. Maybe you watch some people, your friends, parents, then they will go to their house, but you didn't get to see the whole picture, as they say. So it kind of left you with fragmented pieces. So you start putting things together. Now, a lot of times it's not put together properly. It's important for kids to have a father active in their lives, especially young men. So what y'all miss, I try to make sure I tell you and teach you. And it would being a man, it's like a lot of things I learned, I'd have never learned it from my father. I learned it from experience. A lot of experience I got were bad experience. But I learned from that bad experience. Now I come to give y'all guys a little better understanding. So when you hear terminology, you listen to things, know that you're being targeted. Those places you see out here, these bigger places, they create them. Yeah, it's called diversion. Yeah, you got to get the money. I know you got to get it. That's why I turn you down. You're going to do something. What you going to do now? You're going to go rob a bank, steal a car? I got a prison for you. Or you're going to go down here, you're going to get that subprime loan, which means I'm going to put you under the best, which means you always, and just like when you start off under, that's where you stay. That's where you stay. See, whites, they start them off at the top. They're always in a better position. This ain't to hate white people. It's for you to look at how you better your situation. You can listen to Kanye White, and I talk to y'all, and I tell y'all all the time, I'm as honest as I can be with y'all guys on stuff. All of you guys aren't really in my favor. When y'all heard what he kept telling them, he said, none of y'all with me. I tell you, this being honest, I treat all y'all right. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my job. You think I believe every one of y'all in here for my best interest? No, I've been telling y'all that. I ain't no fool. It's impossible for y'all to do that. Because that's just the mind. That's not the mindset of our people. But I'll keep working there. Hopefully, I'll convince you to see it's to your interest to work with me. That's all I keep doing. At that point, look at, I have to constantly work on convincing people. My job is always, I got to spend more time convincing people. Everybody get the benefit of doubt with me. I don't even done nothing. I still got to prove myself. People done stuff. They say, well, people make mistakes. People are human. I ain't never done it. Don't do it. I can't trust them. I said, well, that's why you had to work from. You just had to work from that. I just had to work from that end. And it's frustrating sometimes, but you realize that's just part of, that's part of life. That goes with his job, okay? When he was kept telling them about, really I'd have put all her mouth out here. I ain't gonna keep telling you, shut up. But y'all didn't pay attention to the white girl who with the camera. She showed herself there, I already know she'll plant. She'll plant. As soon as I saw her, I said, she'll plant. She kept talking, we love you. He said, shut up. He said, I'm about to X you. She kept talking, oh, I love you. She kept, because they know and they got him diverted one time. That's why and one time he was fussing and he realized, you get me off. And that's how they make you look crazy. Listen, these people work, this is what y'all don't know. These people, they purposely work to shadow ban me, okay? It makes no sense I get no 400 views, 500. That's fine, that's what you're good with. Once they start saying you have 100, before all these people even started, I was in 100,000. Now everybody get 1 million in a week and 5 million. They not talk about nothing. They're not doing nothing productive, okay? It's nothing to get, 1 million views is nothing now. When I was coming on, I was getting 10, it'd be nothing. I'm getting 10 out the rip, 35,000, 100-something thousand, 300,000 views. But they start looking at, people are listening to him. See, when you're saying nonsense, they'll blow you up. These people ain't saying nothing. See, even with Ye, they'll let him go because they know the average person don't even understand the lingo he's talking. He calling names you'll never know. These people, I changed my position on Michael Jackson, on him molesting those kids. Once I saw the video and I watched Michael put up and he told Sony, he let everybody know, he said, Sony thinks that I don't know what I'm doing. I just like to listen to music and dance. I like to sing and dance. He let them know I can think. He said, I own half of their catalog. He told him, y'all saw him, he said, I own half of Sony catalog. He said, I'm leaving them. And he told the owner, he said, he the devil. And he got himself shot in the foot. He died later. You notice he died broke. You know what happened? All the accusations kept coming. Michael Jackson, them kids. I'm telling you what did get me. And I felt like he did. I said, I don't think all these kids making up. He does weird things. I think that Mike was misguided on a lot of it. I think he spent, I'm going to tell you what I think after reassessing. I think Mike spent a lot of time with kids. I'm going to tell you why. Kids are honest. Kids are like small kids. I mean, they might lie, did you do it? But it's such that they'll ask you, they'll walk in, why you got one leg? You'll slap the pig. You say, what you doing? I just want to know. You'll think, why would you say that? They're just a kid. I want to know why they got one leg. They'll walk in and ask the lady, they say, is that your real hair? You say, what is wrong with you? Because you know what we do. Don't say nothing about it. A kid. No. So I think he spent time with kids because he knew kids were honest. If kids said, Mike, we love you, guess what? That makes sense. Think about it. Kid ain't gonna lie. Y'all, these kids. How many of y'all kids love me? Y'all are hungry. Hey! I said, oh, I ain't mean, y'all know I love kids. Some of y'all hands ain't up. I don't want to threaten nobody. Amana, what you looking around for? You a heart me, don't you? Who you gonna be singing with today? They ain't gonna tell me she can sing. All right, that's good. Oh, y'all joker. Y'all just put your hand on when I look. Well, y'all some dirty joker. That's fine. Okay, I see. All right, we good. All right, that's good. Boy, I'm gonna go to jail in here. Woo, boy, if I throw that chair, woo, I'm going to jail. That's good. But honestly, kids are more honest than a lot of ends. It could be more genuine. I think what happened with Mike looked at dealing with kids. Why they didn't? He looked at everybody around me for why? Because I'm famous, because I got money. Then they slip and they ask me for something. Hey, Mike, you know, I got this going. And, you know, you don't look around. Before you know it, you start giving out all your money. Because everybody got a story. That's why people don't realize why a lot of celebrities, man, he ain't stuck up. You know why a lot of celebrities keep people away from them? Because every time people come, they tell you something happened to their mama. Or it was a celebrity, I was listening on the radio, somebody got to him and he wound up paying $40,000 to pay for their house, to pay their house off. It's like, I don't know if you run a scam. Now when other people hear this, where it's going? I got everybody at my house talking about their mama now. So now when you keep people back, it's because you always take and you don't give. Most of these celebrities, this is what I learned about, and this is what happened with people famous. People love their arena because that's the only place where they love that. The football player, he loved them in the field. The singer, they love, the people at the concert are there because they love them. You know, the people that they there. So when you're on the street, you're in other places, it's the media asking you these questions, targeting you. They're like, I'm not comfortable here. This is not my safe place. My safe place is on the stage where people come to see me, they love me. People adore me, my fans, other than people trying to take something and get something from me or trying to stick something on me or set you up. And it's a life that you constantly just deal with people. I remember one time I went to the Lexus show, they tried to get this, they tried to get me to share a room, so I was trying to get a room. And he was on the counter. I told the I need to get me a room. It was at the Marriott. We went to the wrong one. I could get a room. I got some couple guys with. I got them rooms. The one that came with me. And the guy told me, he said, Smith, he said, you're only gonna be here one night. He said, why you getting a room? Just share a room with the guy. I looked down. I told her, I said, I need to get a room. I told the lady here, she didn't get a room. He said, Smith? Huh? He said, you only here one night. What you getting a room for? Just share a room. He just laying back. The guy looking. He laying on the counter just looking. I kept him. He said, Smith, humble down. Oh yeah, he did. He summoned it from all of. He did. He said, humble down, Smith. He said, you can share a room with me. I said, I stopped talking last one. I said, let me tell you something. I said, I share a room with you. I said, I wake up and your head on my shoulder. There's no lie. I told the flat. Anybody was in there, listen. I said, we gonna tear all the wallpaper off there. I told them to redecorate that whole room with you. I said, like I said, I told the lady, I need to get a room. I'm like, I didn't care about paying for that room. I mean, the mayor, I had to pay. I'm like, I don't know you. Why am I in a room with you? You know what I found out later on? That same guy told me. They actually was setting me up. That's why they had me though. All I had to do was go in there and lay in that room. Jake, all these guys was involved. I don't say nothing about lies. I just let stuff keep going. Oh yeah, these folks been with, y'all have not did these people. Listen, these little Purym preachers don't know me. They don't have a big preacher that don't know me. That's right. They love the fact that I moved from Christianity and I left them alone. The reason why I left these guys, I don't waste my time on them. I'll let you people deal with your monster. That's there. Don't use me. No, go ahead now. Let's see what Smith said about Jay. Absolutely nothing. I already talked. I'm not in that fight. Let me tell you what. I look at this. I have a message. I prove about it. When I get up, I can teach. I don't have to insult none of these people. They say, he ain't even got a message. What he do? Every time he give me talk about people, I'll give them that. Now I got a message. Look, now the man done left it. You're not going to win with these people. Now they want me to talk about people. I had one guy say, listen, I'm wanting you to go back like you used to be and I'm going to come visit me. You ain't going to never come. Because I'm educating our people. I'm just being, it's a time and a place for things. Where we at now, we dying. And we need people that really giving us real information, solid information now. We ain't got time for that stuff. Me killing Jake gonna do what for people? Me making a tape about Jake homosexual. Really, what is that gonna do for anybody? They ain't gonna do nothing anyway. Play the tape, do that. Are you gonna change your life? How is that gonna make you do anything different than what you're doing? See, people just wanna use people, they wanna run to something that look like that benefit them or get them some light. Really, it gives the cover and light off of them. But the people that's been convicted off of some things he did say, now they can use, well, he gay anyway, that's why he ain't go. See, people always want to use me for their excuse, why they don't go somewhere. That's why I don't go nobody. Like Thompson would say, all of them gay. I say some other things you don't do. That's right. A lot of people just use me, that's fine. That's where you're at. Here, I try to teach you guys the importance of paying attention to things, being conscious of things, being cognizant of things, because there are so many different elements that work you and work around you. I'm just being honest. People, they use people around you. People are distractions. Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out. People distractions, man. They'll plant people, they implant people around you to get you off. These people done tried their best to set me up. That's what they do. But I mean, I'm good with it because I'm just me. I don't act one way here and I'm somewhere else in the street. Oh, let me start. There go my memory. I'm the same way. Don't make me no different what nobody doing. I'm the same person. They go, oh, me and him just got to do smoking dope. No, we didn't. We ain't got through running no women and nothing else. I'm the same person. It don't make me no different what you do. I know what I'm going to do. Y'all hear me? That's just being honest. I'm conscious of people. I'm conscious of things around me. I'm conscious of what people do. You just got to know what people at. Y'all got it? And the average of people, I'm just being honest with you, are just phony. And the reason why, let me say that, I won't call them phony because people are real. Let me say that, let me change that. That's a bad, I think I just gave y'all a bad information. Comment? No, I got bad information. People aren't funny. People are who they are. They're not funny, that's who they are. Like you said, man, quit acting funny. They're not acting funny, that's who they are. You trying to say they're not who they are. That you had a problem. I said, being honest, people aren't funny, that's who they are. That's it, people are who they are. Y'all got it, that's being honest. You guys just said, people are who they are. They're, man, quit acting funny, quit playing. That's who they are. Until you get different information, until you get shown a better way, that's who you are. I used to say, oh, I was a phony, I was a hypocrite. No, I wasn't. I was who I was. Until I learned better, till you see differently. I think sometimes we word things, we put things to an excuse with people. It's not, that's just who you are. What made you change? When did you change? On your own. When did you sit on your own without any agitation, without any information? Tell me, when did you change? Nobody. So, I mean, we say things because this pretty much is us young people. We really repeat what we hear. We don't really think about it. We just repeat it. That's what we heard. That's what somebody said. And we just repeat things. I want y'all guys to get a little more deeper in the thing. Not deeper the way you get lost in the thing, but I want you to get more knowledgeable about things so you get a better understanding on how to deal with people. And just realize people who they are. That's like people who they are. Who you are. All I'm going to do is tell you the truth. You're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day. I have to learn to accept you for who you are. Y'all got it. I'm who I am, based off of life experiences, based off of information. Y'all got it. And based off of decisions. Based off of life experience, I made a lot of bad decisions. And tell you, let me explain it. I made a lot of bad decisions. Most of my decisions were terrible. Even if they were good, they were terrible when I looked at the end results of what I had to suffer behind. They were terrible decisions. I made a lot of bad decisions. It's because I had a lot of bad information. I had a lot of information that was missed. I won't call it misinformation like somebody gave. No, I just had a lot of information that was missed. There were things I should have known. I missed it. And the conclusion was, it landed me in hot water, as they say, as a figure of speech. It put me in such a dire situation, I had to seek something better. I had to desire something different. That's how I got him. Conclusion of that, that's how I got him. So through realizing where I was, through all the bad situations, bad decisions I made, suffering from the situations that I encountered, I mean, it kind of struck me to start looking at, I want to be different. I didn't want to be who I was anymore. It was time for change. I said, I was a hypocrite. I was a bit like, no, I was who I was. I told people things because that's who I was. I know this is a lie, but that's just who I was. If you don't change who you are, sometimes this is what we say, I had to stop lying. I think that's a problem. Because if I don't stop who I am and I stop lying, the source of where the lie comes from, where did it go? I had to change who I was. You know what I had to do? Stop drinking. You know when people do that, stop drinking, they start smoking. Because they don't change who they are. So you look for another dependency. How the body works, you typically pick up another dependency. Like people who stop drinking, you'll find they become heavily religious. That shows you how the body functions. It always needs a dependency. You just got to pick the right one. Oh yeah, you're going to pick up something. I didn't pick up something else, then you're doomed to go back. Yeah. Even swap, no swindle. So stop that time I was talking about stop lying. No, you stop, change who you are. That's how you stop lying. Once I changed who I was, then I could stop the fornicating. I couldn't stop fornicating. I was just a fornicator. I watch what people do now. I say, man, there's no way in the world. I like, that makes absolutely no sense. But because who I was, it made all the sense in the world. People say, that's crazy. How did you do that? Because that's who I was. That's how else could I do it? Except that's who I was. Let's stop saying things that make absolutely no sense. Does it make sense? Just stop lying. Just stop lying. I assure you, your lie is, let me see, why would I lie? Because I'm trying to cover up something. So the thing that I'm trying to cover up is the problem. The lie is just a diversion. So if I stop lying, do I stop doing what I did? No. I can come truthful and still be that same heinous person. See, these are things that people don't think about. When they teach you things, they tell you things, people are not practical. People are not realistic. Let me tell you something. The average person is a reciter. That's why I pay a lot of attention to people recite. People recite. People talk out emotionally hurt. I can talk from hurt, but I can express why. I can express why change is needed. Like, Ye is hurt. He's hurt. We heard he kept saying, listen, he's hurt on a lot of ends. He reverted back to what he did in his mother's house. He missed the comfort, the care of his mom. That was his safety net. You probably didn't pay attention to that. He kept telling them that none of these people were his friends. He's a loner. He's been left out on a lot. He thought these guys he thought these people were his true blue friends. Those people, this is where people mess up even here. People think these people are not your friends. Right. These people deal with a certain group of people. They keep hang on. You need these hang on people. These are the fools for you that'll take charges. These are the people that do your dumb stuff. That's why you had, man, why they keep people around? Why they keep the people? Because these are your idiots. All these people, you're not their friends. You're not in their financial circle. Why would I keep you on? Because I can use you. This is what they do with them. They use them. None of these guys, listen, they're not going to convince me. They're going to tell somebody they're not their friends, okay? They're not your friends. These people ain't going to believe. I know. I shouldn't be talking like, I shouldn't tell y'all these things, should I? I know. I got a friend, my friend. I know. Sure you do. Sure you do. They had a My Little Buddy dog. You know what I mean? My buddy and me. They make a fool out of you. Don't you be stupid, people. I'm here to help you. These people not their friends. Not these people. Don't believe these people. These people not their friends. You'll listen to them. This is my friend. I know. My dad tried to tell me years ago, boy, shut up, they ain't your friend. You don't know what you're talking about. These people not your friend. These people in a whole nother social status. These people do things you can't do, and they keep you around for a reason. Because you're a dummy. You're a cover up. You're a hide. You're a lie for me. Because you don't want to fit in. You want to be with me. You want to be like me. And I'll never let you in. That's why they keep other people out. You know, listen, notice, You don't know that it's kind of odd. Well, you in your mind odd that they all every time somebody break up, they go back with one of the same people. One woman will go through 10 of them guys. You don't know why? They're all in the same circle. It's trashy to you. You have to keep some people out your world. People get in your world, they expose everything. They know what they're doing. You don't know what they're doing. You wonder why you'll sit around and look why Ben Affleck will take Jennifer Lopez back out the perfect hair, the Mark Anthony married her, then he take her back. Because it's a circle. The thing we can do, we can talk about, I can't talk about with you. There's other people, there's things they do, they keep out. It's a lot of stuff you don't know. Man, I'm telling you, I've dealt with these preachers. I know these people out here. These people know I know them. It's stuff I know with these people. I just don't tell y'all. Because I ain't that type of guy. Have you been to call me before? I ain't have. You remember when I called them preachers? You remember when I was on the phone with them preachers? You remember when I was asking them questions? What was happening? They were asking me questions. They were asking me questions. I don't tell y'all about them and I don't tell y'all their name. That's just where we at. That stuff don't move me. Because I'm not that trivial. It's not that serious to me. This is how I look at it. If they learn something from me and they go out here and they preach it and it's right and it helps somebody, Yahuwah get the kaboom. See, these slimy, grimy guys, they need that stuff. They need this to feel better about themselves. Man, look at him. I talk to preachers. Listen, one pastor, he got several places. Preachers, he tell me flat, he said, I can't talk to none of these guys, none of them. He said, I can talk to you. And you know what happened with his business? That's where it been. Y'all don't know it. Make me no different, because one thing got nothing to do with nothing. See, I have what they call integrity. I don't have the time. It ain't worth my time. What I'm going to do, go and expose them? For what? For what? Maybe Yahuwah might see fit to touch your law one day to change and convert. His members will hear him quicker than they'll hear me. And he'll take what I do and he'll mark and he'll start to mimic what I do and he'll change on people convert. Yahuwah still get the kaboom. And he gonna still baraka me. See, the problem with people is, how you not focus how the nigga trying to shine on somebody. Remember you get a guy, I remember we were young, guy had a girlfriend around, you want to come in for a bar around. Man, girlfriend, you want to try to rap, come on. I'm gonna try to wrestle. I want to try to, cause I want her to see me. There you say, I remember stuff like that when we were kids, try to, let's race. I'm gonna show him faster than him. And he said, nigga, I'm past that. That stuff we did. Y'all remember that stuff? You can race stuff because you want to see you. I don't have no time for that stuff. Listen, I'm doing the work. I'm living right. I'm going to teach people what they got to do. Wasting time with that stuff, that's not going to benefit nobody. These guys, when you watch these folks trying to waste time with that stuff, that's because they really don't have a message. They really don't have a message. You got a message. You don't have time to wait for that. Listen, at the end of the day, what is it going to do for anybody? His members going to get up and leave him and come follow me? Ain't going to benefit. It's just going to be something people can laugh at, people talk about, and then what? It's all going to fade away. These people don't care. Listen, Yahuwah create people for different reasons. When I say create people, he put people in position for different reasons. I fit a certain quorum of people. I don't fit everybody, and I ain't trying to. I ain't for everybody. Everybody don't like a pastor that, let me come on. No, let me get the paper. Show you something. Come on. Tell me how to show you. Like when you were doing it, like show how you were doing it. Tell me how you doing it. So just show us something. Say, fold it. Yeah. And then tell how you doing. That's good. Fold all the way down. That's how far you going now with it? All the way. Okay, now open it back up. Let me see it. Now do it again. Show them how to do it from the top. From the top. So. Mm-hmm. Now open it back up. Beautiful. Open it back up. It's a technique to doing things that people don't know. Let me say it. Hold it back up. Let me say it. Get on back with that sound somewhere. He was feeling good about himself too, wasn't he? See, it's a technique that they don't. Everybody can't do that and not kill somebody. I can do that without killing them. So don't be trying to unravel. What you gonna do with it now? Come put a check on the board. Trying to repair the ball paper. No, come on. So, no. Back a little bit. Back a little bit. Don't up. You hit him with your ear. Back it up with a little bit. All right. Now go and put that check on the board. So now it's all about encouraging the kids. Remember that. It's about the kids. So what happened to my chapstick? Somebody ate this one. Check. Also, Jordan them said check too. Come put a check up here. When you get through, come on, put a check. You gonna get a check too? Come on. What y'all laugh about my wife? That's somebody's mama. What these kids, I tell you what. But no, but the goal, I just want people to realize that I got past, you can't please or appease everybody in life. I think the first person is, I'll change that because that kind of takes away the validity of what I'm saying. Yes, sir. I know for a fact, the first thing is knowing yourself. Finding self. And finding self is really soul searching, really going back and really checking yourself. But then you need a base for why. You know what I'm saying? Definitely making sure if you're a person living, it's natural to know you're going to die. That's reality. To deal with reality. You living, you're going to die. That's the first thing I came into grips with. First, as a young man, I didn't care. I mean, if I died, I died. It's what it was. But it's easy to say until you do. Right. It's definitely essential to establish that. And if you're going to die, you need to start looking at where I'm going to go. Where I'm going to go when I die. That needs to become the next important thing for you. Where am I going to go when I die? I mean, that was something I never did. You just let it run through your head. Man, I die, I don't care about dying. I used to say, man, if I die, heaven didn't want me. Hell was too scared, I'm going to take over. You could tell yourself a lot of things when you live in a life with that type of information. When you're dealing with that type of people, you can accept a lot of things. But when reality sets in, you realize the core of me came to be, that's not who you are. That's not who you are. You just kind of recreated yourself because of the people you're around. So you kind of bought into something that really, that's not you. You got a limit on how far you can go. I can go and beat up and take nothing from the old people. My dad always told me, when old people tell you something, you listen. I had people that didn't care what it was or who it was, they'll take from. That's just how it was. So that was some things that I had that you realize you come to grips with. I didn't forget. I thought I had forgotten. It was because of the people's situation. And over time, you start to soften in on some things. My first daughter had her, she growing. You start looking, I watched some of my friends, they wound up dying. They babies were armed babies. Girlfriends were pregnant, weren't even married. I looked at, I didn't want that to be the life. I said, I didn't want my daughter, be a little kid and come to my funeral and they tell me, man, your dad's a good nigga, your dad. I didn't nobody want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? Selling no dope. Only story you got me a dope dealer and robbing. Nobody want to hear no stuff like that about their parents. You got the way you like, that's all he ever did. And I want to be there, I want to be in a life. You know what I'm saying? And I want to demonstrate something different. But in order to do that, I had to become different. I had to separate myself from people. I had to take on different information. You guys, while y'all young, whatever reason he put y'all on my love or put you on the love of Elohim, that he's concerned enough about you young people to sit down and just consider it. If nothing else, just consider it. I know all of y'all gonna take what I'm telling you? No, you're not. You're gonna take a different road because you're gonna have to see for yourself. Your friends are gonna be more impressed with it. The reason I know because I did it. It's just the Kanye who are not lucky, I made it back. That's all. Wasn't me, so smart. I had it together. I would know what I was gonna do. I didn't. I didn't know what I was gonna do. That's how you get lost. So when you got directions, it's a little hard to get lost. Y'all got it? It's a little hard to get, when you ain't got directions, it's easy to get lost. I'm telling you, one little thing get y'all. I remember me and Dave were talking, but Dave was telling me how he had his whole life set up. He had some offer looking, go play basketball, doing some things. He said he got one situation. He said they coach everybody him at court for him. He said, no one ain't gonna get out. They sent Dave straight down the road. He said, everything I had set just went out the window. That changed your whole narrative. Same thing with me. I was a good kid. I was looking, hey man, I'm going to the military, save the country. Well, really, I was gonna get me a Chinese, back then, the Chinese wind was in. Am I gonna have one of them flat booty little rice cookers in here? I'm telling you, cause I want my toe. I want to do my toe. I ain't gonna tell no lie. There was back then, 1986, the hottest car back then for me was a Toyota twin cam. I was gonna get that silver with the red writing on it and a Chinese woman. Now I was coming home. I was coming straight home. I was good. I was getting me a rice cook. Back when I was coming on, Asian women were hot. They ain't talk much and they already wore the robes. You ain't got to try to get no bra. They take the little Bruce Lee strap from around there, you already there. Black woman. She got on all that. She got the altered booty panties and all that stuff. Ain't that right? The double D bra hook around him with a padlock on the back of it. Man, by the time you get through that, man, y'all ready for retirement. So I had my life pretty much all picked out. I was a good old American boy. I was going to save the country. One time. That's it. I wasn't going to be doing it over and over and come on home. Ain't that right? I signed that brochure. It said, pick out what you were going to do. I looked through that brochure. I closed it. I said, I ain't seen nothing I want to do. Everything I looked at him, that thing said work. I said, work. Every time I seen work, that man said, man, don't worry about that. He said, a lot of people do that. He said, man, you can pick your school when you get in. I said, what? I told you I seen my partner at the mall, that joke walking like that. I said, look, what's up, man? I said, what's up? He said, man. I said, man, how you doing? I'm like, man, what you? He said, man, I messed up. What you do? He said, man, I didn't pick no school. He said, man, they got me repelling off the side of ships and painting them. I said, oh, boy. I said, oh, no. I can't be hanging outside no ship, man. I'm from Decatur. We don't be propelling off the side of no ship. Man, you mess around and throw sharks in the water. No, these folks had my life had to go a whole nother way. But I appreciate all the twists and turns it took to get me here. The point is, for my young people, it's so important for you guys to think about your decisions. I told y'all, am I expecting y'all to get every decision right? But once we learn we made a decision that's not the best decision, what do? We make adjustment. That's what I want y'all to do. You know what a lot of people do? Keep going. I don't give a blank. This is what I learned about me and I learned about people with. They were people so misguided, they didn't know how to just redirect. They were, what we call, like, how many, we probably know people, man, they crazy. Really, they're not crazy. They just don't know they just don't have another option. Where the conversation might come in for you to say, move on, do something different. I don't know that. So it's headlong first. And I'll crash out and I'll kill myself and everybody. And you know what we say? Man, that nigga crazy. They're not crazy. They don't understand how to redirect. Reassess. Think long term. You see what I'm saying? Think long term. Like sometimes get a job I know have friends, you get a job so you can get some rims for your car. So you get the rims, you quit. Then people got a job, start looking at in 25, 30 years, because they're thinking long term. Right. I'm not going to be young all my life. Somebody's giving them enough information. They're deciding, I need to start now while I'm young. If I can get 25, 30 years while I'm young, instead of waiting, I'm old, broke down, barely can make it, then I get fired, I start to put things together while I'm young. That's what I want y'all guys to do. That's why I said remember your creator. You know when? Before the Rosh Hashanah come, evil days. Them days when you can't, let me see how fast y'all get up right now. Stand up. How fast you stand up? There's some days gonna come, you ain't gonna be able to do that. You're gonna be thinking about it, but you're gonna still be sitting. You can sit down. You know what? That's gonna be evil. It's gonna be bad. So it's important for you guys to take in what I'm telling you and what other people tell you that's trying to help you out. Consider. Oh, yeah, consider. That's all. Just consider. Okay? Y'all got perfect? That's a lot of meat. Did you mess today at school? Whew, I know that generally happened. You look like you put it on the back. It be on the back. The bowl in the back. It goes straight down. So you're not serious. But you like you splat a whole back of that thing back down. That boy like he just go straight down. Puppy can't move. When he doing enough, you ought to be a pro. God, you bring your own tissue? You're selfish. Meeks, how you doing? He'll answer by the time. Why tomorrow we come in? He'll be like, that man, he'll hit the lace so long back there. Look at him. He's still looking. Meeks says, server gonna start a little bit. Y'all know what? Y'all some cruel people. That man so man, everybody done gone home. That man, y'all see we do, man. He do a lady palal, y'all are seeing. When we get to camera be cut out, everything. Me be standing at the wall on delay. Listen, only here you get there. We're going to let him sign the Kato Sarah. We're going to try to move forward. Yahuwah willing. Woo! All right. All right. Although that able, go down toward the Kadim, toward the east. Most Kudash Abba, separated Father, we say, Hadu, which is thanks. For truly you are Elohim, the supreme ruler, Al Shaddai, who is the most powerful, who is a beer, who is strong. Hadu, which is thanks in the $2 thanksgiving to your Shem, which is your name, and the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, who is Gadal, which is your salvation, the anointed one, who is great. For all that you rendered, and most of all that you surrendered, that you gave up all of your riches, that you become poor, that we might become enriched. Not only of the basar, of the natural, of the flesh, but of the ruach, which is the spirit. That you emptied out of yourself, that we might be filled up with the ruach hakadash, limiting us, granting us the teaching and showing us how to do. Granting us the kasid, which is the khan, the favor, and the rekam, which is the undeserved mercies. Through your dam, which is your blood, you cleanse us, making us tahar from our tumah, which is, you made us, purified us from our impurities, that we might be a Rosh Pari, which is a first fruit, and a Gui, a nation, after your own law, which is after your heart. We palal that you seal us with the Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation. Grant us the Binah, the understanding, the Da'af, the knowledge, and the Kakmah, the wisdom. We palal that you barak us according to the Barif Shabat Abraham, Yasakak, Yacob, the Yahudim, and to Yasharal, and their Tuladaf, which are their generations. Even to us and our Tuladaf, our generation, those that are off, that you will call, which you will call, search us, which are debar, and see if there be any Rosha Dera, which are any evil way. Cast it from us. And Nakah us, which is lead and guide us into the Derak in the way, Allah, which is everlasting. We palal, we go forward that you baraka, those that could not be here, and those on the sound of my voice that are listening, those that seek you for healing, redemption, that confess, that seek you with all and support your Dabarym, though we commit to you, that your Rishon, which is your will, might be done in their Kaid, their life. As we prepare to move further, we seek you for the Bar word. Let it take full control. That you get the Tahalim, the praise, the Kabud, the glory, and the Kabah down. And the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. Oh. Woo! I'll tell you what, boy, that'll open your sinuses. Now, Joanna, we'd have gave you some of them Mexican jumping beans, you were down there like that. Man, you'd have tore that whole row up. Naya, you'd have been at the hospital. You don't get behind no Hispanic person. Now they ate them Mexican bunching and refried rice with some of them hot tamales. Ain't that right? Malcolm, you want to get a check? Meet and greet was early today. Come on, man, get that check right quick. It make me feel better. Malcolm, somebody had requested you get a check. That was Chavez. What you did to Chavez? He might know something. He might have read something about you in the book from back then. From way back yonder. You know. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. I just see him back on that hollering out there, arguing on that thing there, on that ark. I told you I could have sold them umbrella. I know it had never rained before. Malcolm had started putting them big palm leaves together and had one of them bamboo sticks in the bottom of it. I'm telling these folks gonna get wet out here. Well, y'all people here, and these my friends. Who need enemies with people like y'all? So we try to look at this right here. Try to see what dust say here. We'll see how we'll go here. Y'all all right though?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate Yahuwah for everything he doing. I tell you, but whoo, it's a job, I tell you. Young people, I know y'all don't, like I said, I know y'all ain't gonna pay attention to everything I tell you. Y'all gonna have to go out there and you gotta try. And it's unfortunate. You'll come back later on. You'll wanna, oh, Rob, you mind if I talk to the young people? I said, yeah, go in that bathroom, stick your head in that toilet, talk to all of them. Talk to all them little brown men that done sunk down in there. We don't want that, we don't need that advice out. But unfortunately, some of y'all will have to come back and be a witness to some people, to another generation out there, if Yahuwah see fit that the world keep going. My young daughter, keeping yourself gonna be very important. Keep yourself. Don't let these guys get out here and make no fool out you now. They'll tell you a whole lot of stuff and they'll make a fool out you. Mm-hmm. I know I used to make a lot of fool out these women. They'll tell you anything. He get horny, get you hot, and you'll fall for anything. And that thing you know, you'll keep tumbling. You take care of yourself, young daughters. Y'all hear me? I know I be talking to our young men, but I'm talking to young daughters too, and on that screen. Y'all pay attention. I know, hey, go ahead and keep talking now. Don't let that little slick hair fool you. When you get that baby, they'll tell you that it's gonna be a different relationship. Everything fine. I heard a man say years ago, you can walk down the street a whole lot easier swinging both your hands. You can't do with one bag of grocery in it. Get 2 bags of grocery. You swing your hand, man, all them groceries fall out. Mm-hmm. See, I try to, you can walk like this free-handed. You can walk. Get them arm full of groceries and do like this. Groceries just be falling out here well. Don't let anybody make no fool out you now. This Romans 15:4. Y'all know why we're using this, young people? That's right. Y'all know what a foundation is? How many of y'all don't know what a foundation is? Because you're hollering out something. Let me say it. You go ahead, raise your hand, Joke. You know you don't know. How you do the rest of these days?
All 5 days.
What you say?
All 5 days.
All 5 days what?
Good.
Oh, good. Hey, that's bad. That's bad. Well, I said, all 5 days?
Yes, sir.
All 5 days. Why you scratch your ear first before you told me? That's bad, that can't. Oh, goodness. Bobby, what you do? All 5 days what? All 5 days what? Yeah, don't try to slick nobody talking about all 5 days. You had all 5 days, no trouble. You ain't call no trouble. Bob, I know better than that. You in a race. I know you called trouble. You see a kid, I can see you. Why is your head curled up like that? It should be straighter. Yeah. Trying to run there, trying to floss your little curly hair. I can see him. Troublemaker. Who else we got? Jay, how many days we got? The rest were good. So how did it work out when I told you what to do with your friend? You talked to him? What you tell him? Talk out loud, we can hear you.
I said that we need to stop talking before we start talking.
See that? He said what he told his friend. I don't know if y'all heard Wednesday night, I had him out asking him about let's try something different. Did you tell him in front of everybody? What you do?
I just told him, we should after this.
He said he told his friend they need to start talking and focus on their work. And what else? Before y'all start trying to talk, do that. You know what? I'm gonna say this. If you did that, I'm proud of you. When I've been with you, I wouldn't have done it. Right. And what I'm telling you, because I didn't have that mind back then. You know what I'm saying? You're so busy trying to fit in, and you don't realize fitting in will hurt you. Right. It'll hurt you in life out here, guys. It ain't always good to fit in everywhere. Sometimes you gotta realize when you don't fit. Y'all got it. I'm telling you, sometimes it's good you don't fit. There's a lot of folk, they'll realize, there's a lot of people fit in that prison. You don't, they'll shove you in there. There's some places you don't want to fit. So being able to get your own mind, being able to think for yourself, appreciate what your parents do for you, bringing you here, letting you see this nice fella talk to you. Right?
Yes, sir.
I don't want y'all to feel threatened like no pressure on you now. What? Who is that? How we been doing, kid? Don't be, what you looking around? I'm looking at you, Bucky. How that drinking problem coming? Is it still a problem? He said a little bit. Yeah, I don't watch it. Yeah. Yeah. You still look over at that building when you come over here? Somebody gonna tell me tomorrow, you know they sell alcohol. I said, no, I don't. How you know? It looks good too. Yeah. Let's just let it look good. Let's stay out from over there. Ain't that right?
Yes, sir.
But I'm telling y'all young people get a mind to do that, man. They're gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off, Jace. You don't see that. That's having your own mind. You looking out for your future. Even if your friend doesn't, you look out for your future. Y'all hear me? If other people don't look at that's them. You can't make nobody do nothing. You be minded for yourself. And you all right? I was a big guy. Come let me see for a second. Before I get started. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up. Back up. I'm from the street. I don't like folks just run up on me like that. Ain't right? Yeah, but just no. Stay right there. Woo! Woo! Got the money. Woo! Woo! Boy, you put about 15 guppies in them glasses. Wait, how you feel? You all right?
Yes, sir.
How you do that week at school?
All 5 days.
All 5 days what?
Good.
You had guppies in your glasses?
Yes, sir.
All 5 days good?
Yes, sir.
They good. Put a check on the board. I can't believe everything y'all say. But just in case, that's good. Y'all can do it. How about my daughters? How y'all do? How the teacher do? Bad, I thought so. Yeah, terrible. How Daniel do though? All 5 days good. Look at that. It's the other fella. That I know. Huh? Listen, the chimp has some issues. We working with him. That's it. Y'all can do that. I know how y'all can do it. How y'all do, Grace? Good. All 5 days. Well, Malachi told Malachi. You know what Malachi said? Your grace and mercy. Yeah. So that's y'all personal business. Y'all ain't talking no more. Did something happen? That's y'all personal business. You ain't got to talk about everybody else. Y'all can't hear Kanye. They can. What y'all? What happened? You don't know he talking anymore? We're gonna talk to Malachi. He gonna do something. We'll talk to him. We'll get Malachi work. We'll get him right. Man, what you doing? Boy, what you doing? Yeah, Joker. No, Joker. Yeah. Boy, you better listen to some Al Green. Let's stay together, loving you at. I heard some.
That was Chanel.
Come put your Carrie, put a check out there, Carrie, because you ain't run your house. Shamel, you got one. Come on, Jared, Carrie. This y'all house. Come on. With your scary self. Oh, let me put another check for 30. You know your wife be 34? You supposed to be with her. Both of them, they knew the end of that Al Green song. I just know a little bit of it. They know the whole thing. Ain't that right? They ain't supposed to, you supposed to just know a skit. They know the whole little thing. Yeah, I see you. Malachi, we're going to be working. What you going to be doing, Malachi? What we going to do? Don't be trying to look around. What we going to do?
I'm going to be working, sir.
Huh?
I'm going to be working.
What is that going to be doing? Working. You going to be working on this thing? Working on your relationship? Hello? You going to be trying to work? Huh?
Maybe.
He's a man. I hear him. I'm trying. We working. We got him. Listen, a lot of y'all young folk, there's enough of y'all young folk right here for y'all go all out there shop around. Y'all got some good, y'all grow up here, parents know each other, got the good word, we know you. I can vouch for some of y'all. Adam, I can't vouch for you. You know me, you don't get along. He stopped by going to the bathroom and told me, sir, I'm doing good. I said, hold on, first of all, me, you don't even like it. What you talking about? I pulled my grades up, language. All right, it's a 94. I said, if I liked you, I'd be so proud of you right now. I wouldn't know what to do. I said, unfortunately, I don't like you, so I got to keep moving. But give him a hand clap if I liked it. If I like it, man, we'd be so proud of him. He had to look down. I told him, I said, no, eyeball man, I'll pull him out. But I asked him, what was the key to you getting that 94? He told me, he said, I started turning my work in and paying attention. See, sometimes what looks difficult is just the fact that you guys don't apply yourself. It's little things sometimes that make the difference. Just like Jason, you're going to see the difference. Your friend, if he think about it, he might not now. He'll come back and appreciate that. You tell him, sometimes you tell a person, I'm your friend. I want to say, you had some people tell you, try to get in a fight, say, man, come on, let go. But sometimes you want to be stupid, you want to keep going, thinking, that's friend try to tell you, hey, man, I'm gone. You think, man, you ain't my friend, you left. I am your friend. I ain't finna go down with you. Right. That's how you be. Don't be nobody's friend to no end to go down with them now. You just let them know what you got to do for yourself at the end of the day. And as a friend, I'm just letting you know what's good advice to you. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let them be. Where you get them bees from? You know, I know they get them in New Orleans. You ain't been in New Orleans, have you? No, I ain't worried about it being fake. I'm just hoping he ain't see no fakes down there. Some of them are double D down there, right? Make sure he got them beads from. You ain't been in New Orleans, have you? That was Chris granddaddy down there from. You heard Lake Punch a Train? How many of y'all believe Chris? How many of y'all believe Chris granddaddy? Chris, close your eyes. You can't sing. You can't sing. You believe Chris granddaddy knocked out Joe Louis? One of the greatest boxers. These kids don't even know who Joe Louis. Joe Louis. Look at Isaiah even laughing. Isaiah, you don't heard of Joe Louis? You don't heard of Joe Louis? One of the greatest boxers ever. This man said his granddad knocked out Joe Louis. Joe Louis, the brown bomber. Yeah, that's hard to believe right now. That's gonna be hard to believe. What you thinking? What you thinking, Dave? That's not possible. What you thinking, as another white man to another white man with a coon in between? That the coon be Hayward. What you believe? You believe his granddaddy knocked out Joe Louis? Now, when another white man don't believe, you know we got problems. All right, we appreciate y'all. Let's get ready to look at this. Let's see how they work out right here. Romans 15:4. All right, I know we got our. I ask my young people about a foundation. Let's see a foundation. Let's look at what a foundation is. So I want y'all just holler out words sometime. Let me make sure y'all understand what words are. The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level. So what we sitting here, what you stand on top of, this is a foundation. Y'all hear that? This is a foundation what you're standing on. Y'all hear it?
Yes, sir.
And this right here, this is load-bearing. Y'all got it? Load-bearing right here, this is what's carrying all the weight right here. This is what we found out Yahushua was. He was a load bearer. You know, right? Heavy load bearer.
Yes, sir.
See, that's what the olive known for too, for plowing. The olive can carry weight. He's known for his strength too. That's part of his diversity, him being his versatility. The fact that he can pull a load. You can load a wagon down, he can pull it. They you tell you this, man, that ox be plowing. Isn't that right? He can pull a load. That's what we look at. This is what we look at with him. He was our foundation. Yahushua is our foundation. He's the lowest load-bearing part of the building. Y'all got that? So when we start looking at this, y'all start saying things, I want you to understand what you're saying. Y'all get me? When you understand, it gives you the ability now. Now this is what I used to do. and people get me. You'll hear words and people say stuff, and you'll say, man, they smart. Man, they're smart. Now they're smart because they know it. If I knew it, I would be smart too. So all you have to do is look it up. Anything you don't know, you have to look it up. You take away that advantage. Remember what advantage, how many of y'all remember, my young people, what advantage is? What is advantage? To have the upper hand. That's a good way of saying it. Tip out there, it says superiority of position. That's basically, just being basic, just having the upper hand. So they have, the only reason they have the upper hand on you because you don't know. When you know, guess what you do? Now what we call you even the playing field. That's all I want you guys to do. Learn how to even the playing field. Stop letting people psych you out of things, you know what I'm saying? Or get you, or discourage you from things you feel like you know. You have the ability to look it up and know too. Now when you look up this word and we talk about a foundation, rather we use it, now it makes sense why we use a foundation. Because we getting ready to build. When I take off from 15 to 4, I'm finna build. So I made sure I got the foundation. Y'all got it? That's what we're trying to make sure we got at the beginning. Y'all got it? All right, let's go back. Hold on, my young people, y'all through writing this down? Hold on, you still writing? You know you start that drinking, man, you'd be surprised, you'd have been through. Do that, put on, at the top of your paper, put these initials at the top of the paper. Put A at the top, A, another A, yo, then one more A. That's Alcoholic Anonymous. I want you to call them at the Shabat. Right? I try my best to help these kids out. Because it's easy to get twisted around out here, that right, called the wrong place. So y'all got that? You still right? Lowest point? You need to come up, whatever y'all need to do. Listen, we ain't on no rate. Listen, the time we gonna use this time is critical for us. So it's to our advantage to make sure everybody on the same field. Everybody got it. We gain nothing by saying, let's run and leave them. Let's run and go. What do we gain? What do we gain? We gain absolutely nothing. So it's to our benefit to make sure everybody on the same playing field, even our young people. They're the next generation to come up. What we do? Let's bypass them. Let's let them wait till they get our age and then try to come into understanding. How far they gonna be behind? Can we afford them to get to where we at? Now we're just starting to come enlightened, and we're gonna let them get it then? We can't worry about no. Let's try to come up together. If they get this in their youth, they can do a lot of prevention. You can do a whole lot of prevention Being able to sit down, let me tell you what this teaches you. It'll teach you how to problem solve. A real good way to learn how to problem solve. I'm telling you, anybody know how it is? Tell me. Talk us like here. They gotta be, hold on, let me say it. You raise your hand, you start talking, you say you can't what? You don't have the answer?
No, I was trying to figure out what you're saying.
You trying to figure out what I'm saying? Come on here, come on, tell me what I'm saying. Come on, tell me. What I'm saying is go put a check on the board. Put one by your dad tonight. I know where you get it from. Your mama, good, strong, good woman. We know where that come from. So now, but no. So what I'm talking to? Problem solving. Okay. So somebody tell me a good. AJ, tell me. I got AJ on here. Tell me a good way to problem solve. I can't hear you. Tell me what is it? Oh, who now? What you gonna say, Mama? You can solve a problem by adding. Okay. Are y'all serious? I harm you, Mama. They got you way off there. I heard the grandmama started clapping. When them grandmamas get to clapping, they just pushed off. Who got an answer for me? Anybody? Tell me.
Experience.
Experience. Tell me another way.
I got you.
What is it?
Prevention.
Prevention, by not creating one. The best way to solve a problem is not to create one. Sit down. You'll spend more time in trying to figure out how to fix it versus let's put the time in learning how to just prevent it altogether. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That's the easiest way to do it. Let's stop creating them. If we stop creating them, then there's no reason to try to solve them. That was the purpose. You good right now. So what happens, what Yahushua came to do for us was to show us, I'm going to show you how to fix these problems that you got, okay? After I show you how to fix them, I'm going to show you how not to recreate them. See, what our problem becoming is, soon as we got, how many of you been in debt before? Okay. How many of you in debt now? How many of you been out of debt before? And how many of y'all went back into debt? Because we didn't figure the problem of how once we got out of debt, that was solving the problem. How not to recreate the problem is the problem. So what happened when you commit sin, kata, it means you missed the mark. So he said, first of all, let me come and fix what you've done, okay? Then the strategy becomes to not create it again. The problem we have, you guys will do, and I say you guys, people watch it everywhere, is that when you get out of a situation, you find yourself getting back into it. So what we want to do is, because you think you've worked out the end of problem solving, what we have to do is problem prevention. That makes sense to y'all? Okay, that's how we're gonna work it. All right, let's finish. So we got this now. Let's finish reading what we got. So for whatever, we use it for a foundation. For whatever.
Nikata before.
Mark before. What was? Get ready, get set, go. Before was.
Nikata Talamadus.
Yeah, they're showing to teach us how to do something. That what was written before. What was written down before, recorded, recorded, was record so it would teach us how to do something. So what was written before was actually trying to teach us how to problem solve. Now we learned it and we moved to a higher level now where we're learning how to prevent problems. Let's just prevent the problem. See, when people were going to see the Kohan, which they would call the priest, the Kohan were actually there he was the problem solver. That's why you went. You had a problem. That's the reason you came to see him. Why do people go to the doctor? Just to see how the doctor doing? Because you're trying to problem solve. You have an issue. You had an itch, you had an eye irritation, you had a cough, you had chest pain, so you're trying to problem solve. Let's look at it easy. You're trying to problem solve. What we don't typically try to learn how to do is learn how to do where let's just learn to prevent the problem. Once I learn what the issue is, why would I go back and recreate it? I remember years ago, the head guy, they went to the doctor, said, they said, every time he do like this, said it will hurt real bad right here. So every time he do like this. So the doctor said, what did he do? Said, when I do like this, said it hurt real bad right here. So when I do like this. So the doctor told him, said, don't do like that. You ain't gonna believe it. Problem solved. And now he knows how to prevent the problem. Because every time I do like this, guess what happens? So why would I go do this? Well, I like creating problems. Let's get it right. Remember, we talk about problem solving. So if I go back and do this, why? I like creating problems. Or I had to learn how not to recreate problems, okay? So what the goal is with Yahushua is let's just learn how to prevent the problem. That was the thing. Let's just all together prevent the problem. See, it's not hard when you really think about it and you consider it. Let me tell you, the thing that fascinated me, I guess I use fascinated, might not be the correct way, but I guess you'll understand. How does a man live without committing sin? Let's be honest, that's kind of one of the things that always threw me. I never, you hear people say, I don't commit sin. You say, it must be from heaven. You don't tell nobody. You don't want people to know you commit sin. You say, I don't know what the word. I mean, I used to be a sinner. I say, you used to be a sinner. Ain't everybody a sinner? So typically people told lies. Because the way not to be a sinner is to learn how to prevent problems. Okay? That's all we're trying to do. Then I guess the thing becomes, what is the problem? Can we look up what a problem is? Because we're using words. Wouldn't it help all us to learn what a problem is? Yes, sir. I mean, we all got, somebody, I say, Breeze might say that's a problem, or that's a problem. Let's look at what the definition of a problem is. But young people, you're good for y'all too. So this is a matter or a situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with and overcome. That's what a problem is. That's a matter of situation. It's an unwanted situation. Y'all got it? When he said unwarranted, that's different. Y'all got it? He said unwanted, because I don't want the problem. I don't want to sit around and continue to be a sinner. But it's a situation, and believe it or not, I'm going to have to deal with it. I'm going to have to deal with it, and you got to deal with it. And this is what we do. This is when we typically play ostrich. Hide your head, act like you don't see it, and you tell yourself it don't exist when it does. It's like, I used to be that person. And I did it because I didn't know how to problem solve. It's a good thing they got plastic on there, because one cheek of Riley will do something to that shirt you'll never be able to do again. That man come here, he just had half a shirt on. I don't know how he said the other one is a Riley cheek. I can't wear it. Y'all, these people here, I try to raise them. I try to do better. But that's the goal. Is to really understand how they work. So we understand what a problem is, a matter or situation regarded, ED, as unwelcome or and needing. You like the guy dealt with. Yeah, right, big worm coming there trying to trip out there, trying to get that money. You like the guy dealt with. That was a problem. Isn't that right? He like, you ain't welcome around here, big worm come around and want to get his money. So, you know what I'm saying? And maybe he said, well, but this is something we got to deal with it. So the things we tell ourselves in life, I just deal with it later. This requires immediate attention. And the longer you let it linger, the worse it becomes. Sometimes when people go to the doctor, they'll get prognosis, diagnosis. And the diagnosis they'll get will be something that they don't want. So they just try to ignore it. I just ain't gonna worry about it, but you need to deal with it because it's only get worse. And that's what happened with sin. It only get worse. I ain't become a better sinner for not dealing with it. I only got worse. Just like conditions will do. The longer you sit and you don't deal with it, the worse it becomes. So the quicker we can start to deal with it, we can start to make the adjustment. First of all, let's fix them. I wouldn't try to tell somebody, I wouldn't tell you first to get away from them till first of all, let's fix them. Let's fix them. Then we fix them, then I'll teach you a strategy on how not to recreate. That makes sense? Yes, sir. That's the key. A lot of times we give people to, like you said, we work on trying to get a person from drinking. Typically, things all allude to something. They all conclude from something, okay? They all conclude from something. Things typically happen triggered. Just like when I started drinking because me and my friends, we snuck out, we want to be grown. That's how first of all I had started. We want to be grown, drink beer, sneak, hide, and do it. Then it became where you drink regularly and it becomes what you think socially, then you start to have problems. And then the alcohol becomes a part of your problem. The alcohol becoming a part of your problem creates other problems. And whether people don't, and why people don't think about it, nobody just typically just jump up one day, get mad, and some start drinking. Typically, things happen. It might happen socially. It's introduced to people socially, just doing something, just having fun, and just trying to be growing. Before you know it, it picks up into other things. And this character gets created in the midst of it. So now the alcohol becomes a high for a lot of things. How many of y'all were regular alcohol consumers? Chantella, we're going to try to get in. You can't drink a gallon of liquor straight, drink a gallon of liquor straight and don't stack it and tell me you was just every now and then drink them. Isn't that right? You go to sleep with the holes in your mouth. Isn't that right? Palmer, you didn't drink growing then. That's sick. Chantella, you know you married a man that used to drink. That's sick. You used to drink though, right? I left that sober joke away it was. But no, you did like me did. I had went and got me a square. She gonna try to get in out here, took her to that restaurant, order that Buddha drink. Just done put a little, whoo, it's so warm in here. I said, here she go now. Whoo, I'm just so hot now. I hope you ain't looking at my breasts. I ain't mean to tell all the business. Cut live streaming on, we through talking now. I wouldn't want it to get out all over the airway, you know what I'm saying? Them a personal business. But so this is what we're trying to do, a matter or a situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful, needing, NIG, to be dealt with and overcome. How about that? Let's go back and finish up what we're talking about. We still at Romans 15:4. So now we're looking at this. So for whatever was written before was written to show us how to do something. Who know what? By chance, hand. My adult. I'm gonna teach you how to do what? Do what? Stop committing sin. Let's look at it first like this. Let's look at it from how we learned, or from what we're learning now. Whatever was written before was written to teach us how to overcome problems. We can do. Know what you said was right, but this is the thing. Because this is how the mind plays. Okay, sin. What is sin? Who? Missing the mark. And that's what? What is that? Transgression. Okay, I agree with you saying, and what exactly is that? See? So what happened as we going, what you said was right. Sin is missing the mark. Sin is a transgression. Okay, let's look at it. It's a problem. It's a problem. We want to get everything down to the simplest way to understand it to fix it. Remember, understanding is the ability to do. When a person say, I don't know, and you show them, guess what you just did? You just gave them the ability to do. So now we're understanding. Like they just say, what do you understand? What do you typically say? And a lot of times you don't, because you don't have the ability. You know how many people go to church and people sit in mosques? How many people sit in Buddhist temple? How many people sit in synagogues? How many people sit in camps? And and tell the untruth, I don't know. I don't have the ability to do. Because if you did, it was showing your actions. See, the goal is to stop trying to try to inflate things to look bigger and put it off on clothes or stamps and poles and a bunch of ritual writing on the wall, but get it down to a simplistic way to where we can actually do it. I want to be able to do it. Because I wrestle with a lot of things. When I say I wrestle with, it wasn't a physical, like, oh, I didn't. But now when I sit around and consider it, I didn't know. And I ain't had the common sense to ask. And if I would have asked, he couldn't have told me anyway. My pastor couldn't have told me. There was no way he could have told me. Because for one thing, he wasn't honest. He used a lot of big, broad words in the degree. And I ain't saying it to criticize. Hey, people don't. So what you do, you keep throwing more big words on top of big words. It's a deflection. It's just a deflection. So now you done heard so many words. Whew, okay, yeah, because you done bought me down with your words. And I still don't know. But you done shouted me with so many words. It's like, okay, I got that. It's more than what I need to know. Listen. There's never an issue or situation that he'll give you that you need to know that detrimental to you that he got to say he use all these big words and get you. He said, write it. He said, and make it plain.
Right.
It shouldn't be that way. Whenever we come together, let me tell you how it should be. It should be just like what we're doing now. These young people should be able to understand just like you.
That's right.
And when the people just tell them the truth, I just don't have the ability to do it. Just tell us the truth. I'm just not able to do it. Listen, I teach on all levels when it comes down to I tell you what I'm similar to. Years ago, when my mother went to school and some of y'all parents, Basha parents, other parents, you know, they had a first grade and 12th grade all in the same school.
Same room, that's right.
Same room. Because you had to educate everybody.
Yep.
They don't teach you talking about, no, I'm a first grade teacher, third, now you move to fourth grade, they done fainted. Second grade, I can only teach fourth grade. Them teachers, look, man, I teach everything coming to class.
That's right.
I take the first grade and the 12th grade and all of them. Listen, I'm teaching all of them at one time.
That's right.
And that's the type of Elohim you serve. These people sit down and try to lock it down to a level. This is what hurt people. Then we got another class for the advanced learners in it. Everybody supposed to know the same thing. Everybody's supposed to know the same thing when it comes down to how are we going to come together and be unified when we all know something different? That's the problem, because everybody has their own ideology of how it should work. This should be simplistic to us. For whatever reason, he put this on. I started using this one day, and I never left it. This is my start, because I want to make sure when I take off, it's important to understand there are strict rules already applied. First of all, Thomas Smell, whatever's written before, well, don't worry about it. That's for nothing. That doesn't make sense. So when I go to look at it, now, you know what they did as Christians? We took away validity from a lot of writers. Why would they say whatever it was? Whatever. Well, what about whatever? Whatever was written before. It was only written so it can teach you how to problem solve. Then it'll get you to prevention. But the first thing when we got it, he was dealing with problem solving. Problem solving. That's what we want to look at it. Right now, we're trying to, if you still commit sin, don't try to deal with prevention before we deal with problem solving.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We ain't got one thing. Don't walk in, you can't add time that you want to try to learn some trigonometry. It's going to be a problem because there's some things that you're going to need to know. That's your base. Okay? All right. Your foundation. Let's see. So let's see for what happened.
So that through endurance.
And let me tell y'all why this will come in to be a problem. Based off what you learn. Foundation. Based off of problem solving. When I keep sitting up here and I keep coming up and I get to the same problem and I can't solve it, what you think I'm going to do? See? Makes sense. When I can't solve the problem, what you think I'm going to do? I'm going to quit. So I need to know what it's used for. It's to teach me how to problem solve. Then we'll deal with prevention. First of all, let's problem solve. Okay? Let's get the problem solving. Let's get this part done so we can move to prevention. Okay? That's what we do when we've been looking at people that came before us. He was trying to teach them how to problem solve. Okay? Okay, let's see. Listen.
And through the Nakum.
What you say? Comfort. That's right. Comfort or reward. That's right. It comforts you. Sometimes reward can comfort. Sometimes you have a little kid, they hurt, you can go give them something. You can give them a little reward, make them, that thing can drop. I'm trying to start crying, I got ice cream.
That's right.
You don't want them tears to go in that ice cream and make it melt.
Right.
It's sometimes a reward. It could be a comfort.
That's right.
That's what you listen, our people were hurt. Our people were hurt because of affliction. It's something that go with those problems. There was something that was there to make us desire to want to get out of those problems, to want to solve those problems. Listen what happened.
Other Ketubim.
And it's other writings. Everything, the same thing is in the writings. That's the writing. All this is entailed in the writing. So for what reason?
We might have tikva.
That we might have what? A rope, a cord. That's right. That's going to be called the gun. I think that's G-H-A-N. The gun, G-H-A-N. That's one of your olive there. So you got one. It's typically not used. What's it? G-H? G-H-A-H. The gun. So the gun is the rope, the twisted rope. They'll look at the rope. It's typically not used because a lot of times, you know why it's not used? Same reason they did with Yahushua. That's the one they rejected. Yes, sir. Okay, check, like paid on Friday. No, the gun's G-H-A-H-H. So it'd be the gah, the H-H. If y'all knows I start sending Shakar as S-H-A-H-H-A-H, because it makes sense. When we say come instead of hum, it makes sense, but they only use one H, and that's what people have a problem with. They don't feel like, but you use the double H sound. It makes sense because you look at it, all plays off of what they were building. They was building a wall. That's what they were building, a wall. So a lot of times you look at the symbols, those symbols all reflect something. Just like the rope, the gun, it reflects something. If a person down and you use that rope to pull it, he said, which you, and you have an ox fall in the ditch, what do he say you'll do? Typically, how you gonna pull it out? If it's down in a hole, I'm not typically going in a hole. A lot of times you take a rug and you can lasso it and throw it on the rug and pull them out. Most people, y'all never seen that. Y'all see when the cowboy they will rope them around their horns and pull them out. That's what they do. Why am I getting in the hole? He told you if they be blind leaders of the blind, what did he say happen? If the ditch wasn't deep, well, it wouldn't be a big deal. I can go down in it. Why? I mean, we fought it, we can get right back out of it. But if you look at a pit, y'all got it? So it makes sense. So that rope was a sign of hope. Y'all got it? Nobody coming down no hole in there with you except for Yahushua. That's what he did. He came down. Why y'all think he came down here? Ephesians 4:8. Listen, I used to have a really good memory years ago. It used to be remarkable. Them days gone now, boy. Y'all young people, y'all make sure y'all pay attention. Don't take nothing for granted. Make it 4 and 7, same thing. Let's see. Let's see where they go. How about it? Listen.
But to each one and one of us, Khan was given according to the measure of the Barak of the Mashiach.
He said that each one of us, he said, Khan was given to the measure
Of the Barak of the Mashiach.
of the Barak of the Mashiach, So let's see. Let me see something. Back up to 6 because we just started at 7. So I got to back up just a T-notch. Old people, they ain't never. Y'all know how much a T-notch is. Old country folk knew what a T-notch was. A lot of y'all, you get they'll come here with that much. They're not a T-notch. T-notch is real funny. It's right there, right around a little bit and a tad. You get a tad and you put, you know what I'm saying, and you put a little bit, T-notch it right in there. They said, get your little T-notch behind there and sit down somewhere. So you didn't know just exactly how big your behind was, but it was right between a tad and a little bit. Listen.
Which verse?
Let's try it again. Try to check verse. Check the 6th verse.
Yes,
and
sir.
then you get you a check too. You
Yes,
get a
sir.
chance. Thank you. Must be payday. Come on.
One all and Abba of all, who is over all.
That's what he said.
And through all.
Through all.
And in all.
And in all. That's what he said. He said it wasn't all. They started telling you about the, defining positions with them. They started telling how the one was, and that one does all these, has all that versatility. That's one that's above all, that's in all, and through all, and in you all. He said one does all that. This is versatility, the Abba. Listen.
But to each one and one of us, Kaseed was given.
See that? To each one of us, and each one of us, he said Kaseed, Khan was given, favor was given. Listen what happened.
According to the measure of the Barak of the Mashiach.
See that? According to the measure of the Mashiach. Now we look at that based off of what we would do if we're going to do measure. What we looking at? Scale balance. Who said that? Scale balance. What are you going to come up with? That's how you go. It got to be just. That's what he told them. See, and we learned that from when he sent every man out when they sent in the manna. What? Lil John. What? That's what the manna was. It was what? The reason why it was what? Because they didn't know what it was.
Right.
You ain't going to believe it. That's what Yahushua was.
Right.
When he told you that I came down from Shaman, he was telling you on manna because nobody knew what he was.
Right.
Every time he kept talking, they what?
Yeah.
So you know me. You missed it. And you know how he was giving out. Every man according to his eating, 1 homer.
That's right.
See, when you don't know the Torah, you'll see, like he said, see, I might have more than you, and you might have, that would make no sense, because they were taught just weight, just measure. It don't make sense you have more than me.
That's right.
Hello? Let's see how it work out right quick. Pick me up right quick. Sit at the 2nd chapter, book of Acts of the Shalakim. They call it Acts of the Apostle. We're going to do acts that seem to be impossible. Acts chapter 2. And I make it one. Listen.
On the Yom of Shabat, after 7 complete Shabbats, all of them were collected with one lob.
You see that all of them was collected. They were all gathered. When you collect things, you know what I'm saying, you can gather them too. Because you got to remember how they do things. They would use what they call the teat. The teat, which is the basket. This one, your olive bed. The teat is a basket. So when you collect things, you put, like sometimes, y'all have like, sometimes, I remember in the 70s, 80s, you would have like a little, they would have, y'all remember you'd have a little thing, you lift up, there's a little ballerina thing come up with the music. Y'all remember the little thing, sometimes when they'll start putting things in it. They'll collect things that they use it to gather. That's what you did with the basket. The teat, it was used to gather. That's what you do in the harvest time. When the farmer go out, he'll take it out, or he might have, now they'll have like the big cages, it'll throw it, that's what they used to gather, but particularly before that, they would use a basket. Right, Val, when y'all would get your cotton? But she said they used to get their cotton and just start putting it around it. Well, she said, we made our draws out in the field. That's something, man. Listen.
Suddenly there came a call from Shamayim like a violent rushing wind.
See that? He said it came a sound from Shamayim as a violent rushing wind.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
And it filled all the Beth where they were sitting in it.
It filled how much?
All the Beth.
All mean without exception. It filled all the house. It was a corner in the house, didn't no wind get in it, in a closet. No, it filled all of it, where they were sitting. If it didn't feel somewhere, they wasn't in there. But where they was, it filled all where they were sitting at. And what happened?
There appeared to them divided tongues in the appearance of each.
It's like fire. And what happened?
And it sat one by one upon each one of them.
That's how it sat. It sat on them one by one. And what happened?
And they were all filled with the Ruach HaKodesh.
You ain't gonna believe it. It came to them in measure. That's how they got in measure. See, when they sat in there when they took Passat, they called the Last Supper. And amazing that's what they say, because he didn't eat it. So anyway, now when they Last Supper, because they kept eating, but anyway, when they sat there, he told them to break it and told them to divide it among themselves. So they all took from it. Same thing. So everybody got the same measure. So it was according to measure, but this was he gave it to them in measure. So make sure everybody got one. So then they made sure all of them was filled with it. Y'all hear? This is how things work. See, later when you keep reading, you'll find in 2 and about 42, they continue to stay fat, they go down. It told you how they had all things common. One way to do that, common, is something shared by many. You can't have things common when people don't have the same amount. That's not common. See, it's simple words people miss to why people don't catch on to it. It can only be common if enough of us have it. So all of them had to have it in order for them to have all things common. That's why he taught them the premise back when he was trying to teach them how to problem solve. And one way to problem solve, he looked at, one way to do this is to make sure everyone have the same. I mean, sometimes you literally break something, what's wrong with you? They'll take, and get your behind or somewhere and sit down, because they don't want to hear it. You know what they did, right? They problem solved. Right. Y'all remember sometime like that, they'll break it, they'll be looking at it, they're like, what's wrong with you? They're bigger than mine. They be people, they break that piece out, you get over somewhere, get it in my face somewhere and go sit down. Problem solving. Because as long as they like this, it's going to be a problem. So get what he looked at. I got to fix it. Now I'm trying to fix and I'm trying to avert things. I'm trying to keep things from coming. And one way to do it was to make sure they had all things come. This is how the system came in, you call socialism. The white people tell you that's so bad, yet they use it for themselves. Socialism. Okay? They're capitalists when it comes to you and your little brown face. They're socialists when it comes to white people. When they came here to America, when they came to America, Italian name, these white folk come and found engines in an Italian named country. Makes no sense whatsoever, but you buy it, so I had to let you live with, okay? Amerigo Vespucci was not an Indian, nor was he from England. You're dealing with Italians, okay? So anyway, let's move on. That's going to be more you want to deal with. So anyway, when you deal with these people, when they came here, the way they got them to come here was through a socialist program called We'll Give You Land
Right.
and Money.
Right.
The story of my great-grandmother and grandfather sailed from England over here is a lie.
Right.
They was wooed into coming to America by giving them land and giving them monies. That's why they came. Who comes somewhere with nothing? Stop it. That's what Yahuwah did. These people are not Yahuwah. But they tell you about the bootstraps that you made.
Right. That's right.
And you wonder why you fail because you don't have the opportunities they had. Now, I'm going to help you problem solve that. Then I'm going to teach you how to prevent it from happening again.
Right.
That's the goal. So you have a problem. I can help you fix that problem. See, let me tell you something. These people try to come and talk to you, but they try to come and talk to you after they already been knocked down and they really don't have a solution. Their problem with they fight. Look at the people you want to fight. Let me see. People you got a problem with. Gucci. Y'all got a problem with Gucci now. Y'all got a problem with it. Yes, that's how y'all fight. Ain't that who y'all fight with? Louis Vuitton? That's how y'all fight, ain't it? Who you think that fight is? It's just like Yahuwah. He told that battle not yours, it's Yahuwah. That's his fight.
Right.
That's not your fight. He wants to bring you into his fight. Got what I'm saying? You have a fight, but none of these people really care about you. These people try to make you feel sorry and move you along on what they're trying to accomplish, okay? They've always been their self-ambition. Their ambition has always been for themselves. And I'm not blaming them. Every man should, in a sense, look out for himself. But there should be a common care for your fellow man, especially with people that look like you.
It's true.
See, they do something different. See, mine is different. Right quick, nice chapter, book of Romans, 9:1. I try to hit that and try to get back to what we're doing. If Yahuwah allow. Nine and 1, Romans. Listen.
I am telling the Amat in the Mashiach.
And do what?
I am not Kazab.
I'm not Kazab, telling a lie. What happened?
My conscience testifies with me in the Ruach HaKadosh.
Mm-hmm. He said what they're doing is conscience. Why conscience? Conscience is what your decision of right and wrong. See, that's a balancing act right now. Typically, when you go against it, it'll get heavy on you. See, what happens with most people, we leave people say, or we'll tell people to become conscious. That makes no sense. First of all, you have to make sure these are things you have to teach a person. Life is designed to where there has to be rules. There has to be violation for the rules. This is how you create conscience.
Right.
You're telling people, these brother niggas ain't conscious. But first of all, they don't have conviction. In order to be conscious, you have to have convictions, okay? I'm being honest, these people don't know this. Stop listening to people, okay? Just stop. No, stop letting people talk to you about stuff. They'll make a fool out of you. Because you'll go listen to Erykah Badu, side A and side B, and think you conscious, okay?
That's right.
Then a Kanye West. These people, listen, I'm not impressed with nobody putting no tie on the other side of their collar. That's not the way it goes. That's not how you try to teach white people. That is your plight. That's not the plight. And we freed ourselves from what by doing that? How about just don't wear the tie?
That's right.
See, this is how people, brother conscious, the brother don't know where the tie go. The tie go under the collar.
Right.
That's not conscious because everybody keep trying to find something that defines them and saying, this is my way back at white people. But you teach at a university.
Right.
You got degrees from white people.
Right.
So where's your conscience at? So you ain't all the way against the system. Because then you try to run for president.
Yep.
Which means you have to assign to some things. You have to agree to some things.
Yeah.
See, but this ain't about killing the brother. Because I'm telling y'all what, he does what we do. You just try to find a way to get out.
Right.
If I'm choking you, what's the proper way to get out of a chokehold?
Any way you can.
Any way, pissing, messing, whatever I got to do to get out. And that's what he's doing. He's choking.
Yep.
So he's doing whatever he got to do, even if his beard napping. Man, at least put some Stacey Fro in it. Come on, you just look all the way Bushman crazy. Come on, folks. Everybody keep thinking you got a little crazy. White folks ain't looking at the, ooh, I'm scared of you. They say, man, you don't want to comb it?
That's right.
Put something in it, get you some Stacey Fro. So stop. First of all, Consciousness comes in by allowing people to see things, to interact with things, and by seeing the outcome of things. Conscience don't come in through reading no books and watching no movies that people try to tell you. People read on, and then there has to be conviction. Yeah. There are people that have real profound convictions about what they do. Now, when Shaul is talking, he's telling you that he's telling you the truth. And to verify, even if people who would know him and how he was about his stance, he said, my conscience also bear me witness in this. So your conscience and your decision are right and wrong, okay? This is what you have to look at. And a lot of you guys, you really don't have that. And the goal is, when we're trying to read, while we're doing prevention, is trying to come in and we're doing cure, fixing the problem, is to get you to a point to where this is what you'll use for your guide, your measuring now. We're going to use your conscience because we're going to make you become conscious of things that you're doing. Some of this will come in through sight. Sometimes, ooh, I ain't see that. Like you said, so how you feel when you found about that sign they told you?
It's tight. I ain't see it.
That's right. He wasn't conscious. That's all. So now, through that, now guess what happened through that? Through looking at the penalties, what you had to do, all the difficulties you had to go through. Now you start you become now aware of things. Now you're conscious. That's how you get them conscious, not from a movie. See, now it makes you aware of things. You realize things can pop out and things can just happen. And things that can pop out and happen can become an inconvenience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to get you. This is what you got to look at with sin. Sin is an inconvenience. Okay? All right, listen. Let's how that work out. Listen, I just want y'all to see that. Listen what he told. He said he's speaking the truth. He's not lying. And that his conscience also bearing him witness. What does he have?
For great is my sorrow, and there is no end to the grief of my love.
That's what of his heart. Tell him what happened, son.
For who shall give that I were accursed from the Mashiach for the sake of my Akim, my kinsman according to the Basar?
That's what he said. Who was what?
My kinsman according to the Basar.
A kinsman are relatives, typically a male relative. Okay, you refer to Yasharal as one, you can refer to him as a male. He's talking about my kinsmen, my relatives. This is what he said, this is the heaviness that he's dealing with. He said, this is what I deal with, this is a constant on my mind. This is constantly heavy on me in my decision making of what I'm doing. Because I look at what more can I do in order to get my people out of their present state? And this way it should be. See, this is a conscious brother. Him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a brother that really looking at the severity of your problem.
That's right.
How severe is your problem? He say, when it comes to what I do, I found myself to be blameless in my acts, but I would take a blame if it would get you. I'll take a foul if it'll get you to a better place. I take a lot of loss to eat a lot of stuff for you that you guys don't have to take losses a lot of times. Or you don't lose as much as you would have lost. So you could do, you're not reciprocating type people. But I don't do it to be reciprocated back, always what you give. You do it because that's just who you are. If you always do everything because people give it back, you ain't gonna never win. You're gonna be a hurt period the rest of your life on that end, as to that respect. Go ahead.
Whom they are the Bani of Yasharal.
That's who he said. He said the ones he talking about somebody getting around. I know they're my cousin. We got that same head. No, he said, I'm talking about the Benim of Yasharal. That's what I'm talking about. No, we ain't talking about no head cousin. We talk about the Benim of Yasharal.
Yes,
listen.
sir. And to them belongs the adoption of the Bani.
That's what he said. He said to them belong the adoptions. That's what he took in. He said to them belong the adoption. Y'all hear that? What else?
And the Kabod and the Berith.
The glory. He said, and the covenant.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
And the giving of the Torah.
And, he said, and he gave them the instructions, the directions. See what I'm saying? You know why he gave them the directions? So you won't have to worry about problem solve. You can prevent. Sometimes you get the manual. How many of y'all put something together before without the manual? How many of y'all had to go back and look at the manual to figure out something and realize what you missed? So let me tell you, I done put something together, you look at it, you say, this thing's stupid. I don't even look at no menu because the thing don't make no sense. And then you look at the menu, you say, you know why it don't make no sense? Because you didn't look at the manual and you create. You know, this is where you going to step. How many of you have looked at, I've been in that position where I'm telling you, I didn't need to look at no manual because I already know it don't go in here and it's stupid. Right. Think about this. How many times we've done this when it came to the word? Because you've looked at it for how you see things. You looked at it for your convenience. It's time. I don't have time to go through and look at all that. I know how to put this together, and you realize, and these are things we do in natural life so you just show you just how offset you can be. Huh? And you create a problem. And now the manual comes back to help you problem solve. This is how people got themselves in a difficult situation because they didn't use the manual properly. So learn how to use the manual now. Look at, you could have prevented, but you didn't use it that way. So now we have to use it for problem solving. Okay? Okay. So I just want to use that and show you that with Shaul, because it's important for you to understand what we're doing. And these are the type of people that Yahuwah actually put in your life to show you the type of care he has for you. That man taught what? So that man, do y'all understand what that man just told you? If he could be a curse from the Mashiach, so what exactly happened to him if he a curse from the Mashiach? He'd be cut off. Like, what's your mind? Like, dead. It's amazing. It's amazing. Be cut off dead.
Going to Sheol.
That means the man can't be saved. This is not just dying. This is talking about I can't be saved. Y'all understand where Yahuwah put people at and where people, that's why it'd be hard for a lot of y'all when y'all do stuff. You don't know where people put themselves at, the position that people had to put themselves in. This job ain't just, I ain't saying that'd be done for me, but y'all, you really don't understand the position people are put in when they take this position. When people are honest and people take it to heart, you understand where you put yourself at? You put yourself last. You put yourself that you have to be out. It goes with the job. Everybody with their job who do it proficiently understand exactly what he's saying. So it take you a minute to think about it, huh? I know exactly what he said. I know what he said when he said it. I understand the passion he had with it. He looked at what else can I do? And Yahuwah has to put that on your log. And you have to be good with that decision. That they could all get it if I cut you off. That he was willing to do that. This is a pattern. Y'all don't, you know, and people don't regard people of Elohim, the Isha Elohim, to that degree. But you don't understand why people put themselves at, do you? For you. You're a constant screw up. You constantly screw up. And you see how he was looking at the typical, the rightful palal, which I would be, man, don't let me get cut off. Don't let me become a curse, Yahuwah. This man is talking about how can he become one? So that you get in based upon the adoption. If you couldn't get in from birthright, then he could take you in by adoption. See, the letter did that. Let me tell you what happened. Yasharal, so let me see somewhere. Let me pick up 3 and 6. What I want? Galatians 3 and 6. I'm trying to get y'all finished because I ain't gonna be able to preach the rest of the weekend. I gotta let them sing. And folk, y'all better sing too. Listen.
As Abraham amon Elohim.
Y'all hear what he did? As Abraham amon Elohim.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
And it was reckoned to him as Sadiq.
Reckon is accounted. He counted that to him. That's what he did. He said, I count that to you. You hear that? I counted that to you. That's why they charge it to you. Sometimes people have an account. You know what you can do with that account? You can charge things on it. That's what he did. He put that to him because he believed, because he had stability. See, anytime when Elohim put things together, it always had stability. Everything has stability. Everything he put has stability. When he told Noah to go and told him to build an ark, he told him to pitch it within and without. The word pitch means to erect and fix it firm. No one ever, now it came a time he came in to show them because they always built things with stability. It was important for them to understand what things did. So we have a feast that we keep, which is called so-called. Those are booths. Booths are temporary. That's why they're not nailed. You're going to, I tell you, don't touch on them. Don't touch on them. Y'all will do it anyway. And you know where you should have learned it from? Hands. What you got, Chris?
The Aron.
Who?
The Aron.
The Aron. Who got it? What you got? Don't say that too. That's too long. I don't get 2 ounces. What you got? The har. When Yahushua told him not, he told Maureen not to touch him. He told her not to touch him. He had not yet ascended. You leave the booths alone. When y'all go in there, y'all do stuff I tell y'all not to do. But that's where you at. You just don't pay attention. They were temporary. They'll fall down. You know what they were supposed to teach you? So if something's getting ready to fall, what are you typically looking to do? Stay? What are you looking to do? Say it loud. So guess what happened? Why you ain't ready to leave that body? Because you think you done fixed it firm. What you think they were looking for when they were sending something that was temporary? I can stay here forever. No. See, you don't understand the science. There's a science behind what he was doing with them. The science was trying to teach them, you need to be ready to get out of it because you're not going to be here long. Okay, right quick. Say that 2 Corinthians 5:1. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Listen, I want to help y'all out. See, there's always a mixed message you need to learn. This 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. Listen.
For we know that if our Sakah of the Beth, which is on the rocks,
So-called. What that mean? That's amazing. We were just talking about that. Booth. That's temporary. Booth. That's why he used so-called, because everybody who understood the Torah, which a direction, knew what that meant. That meant it's temporary. It's not for long-term dwelling. Now he's telling you that if
our Sakah
wow, what is that?
of the Beth, which is on the rocks, is torn down.
Wow, our bodies. What happened?
We have a building from the Elohim,
Where?
a Beth which is not made of hands, and it continues Alam in the Shamayim.
So where am I looking to do? I'm looking to transition from here to with him.
That's right.
See, this is your problem. So I know. You said, man, I'm doing all this, and man, like I be getting sick all the time, like I be doing all like the stuff don't be going right. So you didn't understand that you was in Sokah. It's a booth. It's temporary. 2:19, Yahuchanan. They call it John. Let's see where Shah's conversation come from. Listen.
Yahushua answered and said to them,
What happened?
tear down this Hakal.
Oh. He just told them to tear down this a call. That's another word for they have temple, but we don't use a call. Mashkan, we use that term for the temple. He told them to tear it down. And tell them what happened?
And in 3 Yamim, I shall comb it up.
Wow. Listen.
The Yahudim said, behold, this Hakal was built in 46 Shanim,
See that?
and you would comb it up in 3 Yamim. But he was speaking of the Hakal of his Basar.
And that makes sense when you read 2 Corinthians now, chapter 5. That's what he was trying to show them. He was trying to tell them then, it's temporary. I'm only here. This is a temporary fix. That's what he was trying to show them. This is a temporary fix. See, Yasharal, his name was Jacob, heel catcher. He told him his name would no more be called Jacob, heel catcher, but his name should be called. And his name means he ruled as Elohim. That's good. Because he actually built the so-called. That's how we learned about it. He built it for his Adar. That's for a fold, a flock. He built it was temporary for his animals to cage in and stay in. That's what we understood. It was temporary. So now when he referred to our bodies being so-called, what did we understand? That we were going to have to move. We were going to have to leave these bodies. So he was coming back trying to teach them to let them know that. People who understand, understood the Torah, the direction, okay? The direction they were supposed to go, they knew. That's what we're trying to do. Again, he was trying to show them how to problem solve. Because the problem was they were trying to stay and they didn't realize why it kept getting broken down. He even told you when they came down to Asu. Asu said he was going to build. Yahushua said he was going to throw down.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you pull up, he let them know it's temporary. I'm going to tear it down. That's what Asu kept saying. They calling Esau. He said, I'm going to build. Yahushua said, I'm going to throw down.
That's right.
Why y'all think everything around you crumbling? It's so-called. Y'all don't have any idea what you're doing. Listen, pay attention to your seasons. He told you of the
Time,
and the
seasons.
good, because you just get ready to come into summer. That's what you come in. So summertime, guess what you're doing? You get ready to plant.
Right,
Then you get ready to gather. Then he got his last gathering coming.
right.
Temporary. I'm coming to get it. Okay, everything we're doing, even what I palal him for y'all, it's real temporary. But I needed this done. He knows why too. He knows why. It's very temporary what you're gonna see and what you're gonna do. But you needed it done. It's the only way gonna increase your amanah. Otherwise, you're gonna faint when you see what's gonna come on there along. Listen, as much teaching I give y'all, let me honest, y'all straggling. As a whole, you straggling people because you really don't let it in your heart to really consider that the things don't make you. What you think you need, you gotta have. Ask yourself how you been making it right now. How you been living outside right now? And you ain't had it. What you say? How you been making with your lights off? So you keep thinking what you're gonna get is really gonna make you. Because that's how simple you are. But there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Because this is the only way you're gonna really see. You bought into the concept that nothing's ever happened to you good. Nothing never happens to you good. And you living. Got your family, you got your health and your strength. Everybody don't have that testimony. You know, and he get to whom he will too. That's the thing you'll realize. He do it to whom he will. I just you just drag along, and you draining. It's draining. They have to carry so much some stuff. It look like you would think that you guys would be a further along, and when it comes down to your relationship with Yahuwah, to where you shouldn't be so doubtful. You shouldn't be so displaced like your world is ending when one person controlled it all. And you ain't missed nothing. He's done more with less than he gonna ever do with you gonna see in your life with more. Do your numbers when you get it. Watch how much you're gonna see you're gonna be out of how quick. Because he's gonna teach you, he's gonna show you. You keep believing in your mind that that's gonna be your saving grace, and you'll realize it's Yahuwah. He get to whom he will. You ain't missed. He tried to tell them he brought them out of Markball. He tried to tell them people, he said your clothes didn't wax old on your back. And your feet didn't sweat. You walk for 40 years and tell me, show me your feet. Go walk for 40 years and then come show me your feet. They ain't have no bruise and their sandals didn't wear out. Not their Air Jordan sandals. Didn't wear out. He kept trying to show him. He said, because I tried to teach you. That's not how you live. You live by every word that proceeds out my mouth. You guys, y'all on the camera, people, y'all real straggling. You're real straggling with things. The only reason why he give me things, so why I got it? Because you had to take it. I only got it so you can take it because you're so weak. You're so straggling. You don't have no amanah in this man. You have no confidence in this man. So he had to do that. You'll faint. You're gonna faint. Y'all faint so fast. Y'all really faint people. It is. You have to nurse y'all so much. It's like to nurse you up to have confidence in man. You don't have no experience with this man to see. What's your situation right now? I'm right there. You right there, but you not. If people ain't right there, they out there. You remember him when you been out? If you was, it was on your own. Had nothing to do with us. You ain't missed no meal with us. You missed it because that's what you want to do. You let your pride get in there. Some of them here, y'all just a fool, just a retarded fool. You and your pride, just retarded fool. You'll sit and have nothing out of your pride. You dangerous. If I was your wife, I'd walk out and I'd leave. I tell them, just like Benson told what you call it, don't lean on me. Talk about that wife, he said, I'll walk out on you. Y'all gonna lean on me, told him. Try to tell Joe Clark, you're a fool. I said, I'll walk out on you.
That's right.
Because I ain't walk out on him because I said I'll back you. I back y'all, but you just make dumb decisions. Y'all ain't got no company. He tried to tell, he said, Benin, he said, in whom and no amanah. That lie y'all fight. Y'all really don't trust the man on nothing. You're so big, and it's because of you. It's because you know you're not to be trusted. You know you're not amanah in what you do. You know you're not consistent, so it makes sense not to have confidence in him. I had to change my position in order for me to do it. Think about it. A lot of what you don't do, I'm gonna help you out. A lot of why you don't is because of you. Why would you? How long can you be trusted? Will you be consistent? Why would you think there's an Elohim that'll do it? A lot of things that you having to do is based off of what you do. Have you seen that before? No, you never seen that from you. So why would you believe that it's Elohim that do it? That remains Amanah. That can remain consistent. You can't see it because you know you can't. Because you're not really trying. You hadn't tried it. Based on, let me tell you something. It's in a sense when people have, it's a leap of faith. I wouldn't jump and just do it. Do it when you know. Don't do that. You heard people say, take a leap of faith. Don't you do it. That is the dumbest thing ever. I'm not jumping out on nothing I don't know. I'll do it based off of what I've learned, and through that maturity, or maturing through that, through those experiences, and through his consistency of what I seen him do, I'll leap off that. I wouldn't just jump off no leap of no faith out of nowhere. That makes absolutely no sense. But you'll do it because there's TV. TV teach you that. And stuff work out for them. Cut that TV off. That TV make a fool out of you. I'm telling a lot of y'all, a lot of stuff, I know that TV, it shaped me too. It'll shape you. You'll be careful. They show you that for a reason. Let me tell you something, people. Einstein's cousin, I forgot his name. He's the person that taught them how to do commercials. He came over to America. They gave him an apartment in New York where he could oversee people. He taught them how to do that. He taught them how you don't teach people about getting things. You teach them that things make them feel a certain way. Listen, he taught them this. Einstein's cousin taught them this. These white people in America, they pay him for this. That's how they learn how to make commercials. They'll get a car, they'll show go out your site, and they'll show that man grab that way, how to make it, then he'll just go out of your site and they'll tell you what that car do. And you know what you'll say? I felt like I was in that car. That's how they make you go buy it. They don't just show it to you, they sell it to you that this is you. And you'll put yourself out there. They make a fool out of you. So they learn that you can pretty much program people with what they see. And they don't really think. It's not reality. Where you gonna go and run 130 miles an hour? And around a curve, you gonna run that curve, you gonna kill yourself, you dummy. Use your head, you going to jail. There ain't nowhere around here you can drive around no curve no 130 miles an hour and disappear. There's a state patrol waiting on your dumb behind. If it ain't, I'll have you locked up. I'll snitch on you myself and tell on you. But I'm just telling you, these people put you out. They create the narratives. And that's why it's so important for you to sit down and restructure. You know what I'm saying? Based off of logic. Logic is what's practical. Remember that, logic. People say, think about how many of y'all were told before, think logical. How many people were told before? So exactly what was that? That's all it was, because you really know what it meant. That just meant, don't think the way I'm thinking. What if the way I'm thinking is actually logical? See, just because somebody tell you to do something, it doesn't mean the way you're doing it is not the right way. Be logical. You think, oh, that means what I'm doing is wrong. Because you don't know the word. All logic is what's practical. What's practical? What sustains? What's sensible? And they beat you on words because if you don't look them up, you don't know. People not smart. You stop thinking people smarter than you. They're not smarter than you. Right. That stuff don't move me. All I'm going to tell me they mama. Right. No, man, they're going to be trying to say, what do you mean? You say, you understand that? And I'm immature. That's right. I don't know how I show. Why you do that? Because I can do it. And I ain't saying. Sometimes you got to get out of yourself. These people trap you in it. A lot of people are miserable based off of people. People make you miserable. Systems will make you miserable. This wasn't made to make you miserable. This was come to free you. Because a lot of things people construct you in because they need to feel a certain way. Why y'all think they passing out these homosexual laws? Why y'all think they want their flag everywhere and they want to paint the street with their gay stuff? Why we don't paint straight people in the street? Because we don't need it. Because they need to enforce their way on you. I ain't gonna walk in that crowd. I'm walking in the middle of the street. I'm not walking that stuff. I'm straight. I ain't even walking no gay. You crooked. I'm walking straight. I don't care if it's diagonal. I said straighter than that. That's a waste of my time. It's a crosswalk. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time. I walk in the middle of the street. Anything, go past, waste of time. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's a waste of my time. Y'all hear me? It's the wrong path. What you think they teaching you why they put that there? You know what I know you don't think. You just walk in anyway. Because guess what they did? This is how they get you. Just show you how you don't think. Crosswalks are typically what? Straight across. So when I put the homosexual, gay, what am I trying to teach you? No, I'm trying to teach you that this is straight. I'm trying to teach you that this way is straight. So how you confuse, I'm not looking at, I'm looking at the lines. So straight ain't necessarily the way they're trying to tell you. Because this is the wrong way. And he told you straight was the way. What is the purpose of what they're trying to teach you? They're trying to tell you that this is straight. They're trying to teach you and make it as though marginalize it like this is not a problem. This is not straight. I do better going straight, going this way. He told me staying in the ways and see. And when I supposed to ever ask for what? Because all of them look straight. Why would I need to ask? They should be clear to see it. Because they setting everything up to look like it's straight. Because they play mathematical math, they play you with math, they play you with everything. I ain't trying to criticize. This me, all of us, we're not really thinkers. We realize they got a picture, they got a statue. If that nigga was thinking, hey man, I'm gonna put my leg down there going, no, I'm finna leave. Take a picture. I ain't got time to be sitting here. And it's the great thinker. What did he do? I mean, a homeless bum sitting on benches like that. Are you serious? And you actually go to a museum and pay. I really have to watch people and think, what did this man do? You tell me if I sat like this for 150 years, you call me the great thinker? If I'd been thinking, I'd have left. I'd have went and done something with my life. And they'll sit there and you'll go, son, that's the great thinker. Because we don't think. They tell you that and set it to, and you just buy into it. You just buy into it. Where did you get this from? Because somebody wrote something. Don't you know you can write a lot like you can tell one? I don't have to accept something because they wrote it down. It's right here. Does that make it right? But you buy into it every time. Because they teach you something, then they come back and they use it against you. They taught you what straight was, then they come back and they put homosexuality in the middle of it, so it can't be straight. But see, you're not a thinker. You're not a thinker. I'm just going straight. What's in the middle of it? So, and how can that be straight? When he told you wide is the way, he never told you it was straight, he told you it was wide. That's why so many of y'all go, he told you straight is the way. And narrow is the gate when they're talking about getting in. But you're not a thinker. So what do these white people do? They constantly throw these crosswalks and they make them straight. You just jump in between them. First they program listen, walk in the crosswalk. Probably get to stay in the crosswalk. First I programmed you to walk in it. Then now I go put design in it. Then all you looking at, I'm obeying the law. But that's when they asked Yahushua, when they told him, listen, he told you about that we said that there were people who desire to sit in Mushal seat. Whatever they bid you to do, but not after. Because they say, now when it came down to cuff them, when they let them out and they beat them, they charged them not to preach and teach anymore in Yahushua's name. So what are we going to do with that? He says they better obey Elohim or man. So if I'm going to look at it, I'd rather take this ticket than to walk in this crooked crosswalk. You don't get yourself killed, and I'm going to get myself killed going the wrong way. Because it don't lead to life. See, you got to start, if everybody just, listen, if everybody's straight, just start going around, this is a shoulder right there, that's a why, because it ain't right. It ain't straight. You said, this is straighter than it'll ever be. Every crooked line is straighter than it'll ever be. Okay, I know y'all don't think, because you know what, they sit you on you sit down, a hand tech. No, cool. That's straight and sissy, like, they'll tell you led like a sheep to the slaughter. I'm just telling you, let me tell you, when you stand here and all these people say, what you do? You like a fool, you walk out for everybody. So you wait, you don't want people to look at you like you retarded. So they teach you this is normal, but sit him. So now they put him, they teach you away, then watch what they go put them in. All of them, what's the purpose? Cars, buses, riding over people, what's the purpose? This is how I start programming their mind to the accepting kids having operations. Look at what's normal now. They got a reason why. They got a reason why. They want the flag on the schools. On a few state passes they can't put on the schools. They know what they're doing. When we came up, y'all remember, you had the American flag up there. Put the gay flag up. Because the kids had to stand up, you had to pledge to it. They had a flag on the outside. I was just trying to put the flag up there. Now you want to put the gay flag up there with it. What are you trying to do? You waving them on in. You constantly keep the programming. That's how you get the acceptance. Man, years ago, and stuff y'all do, women could. I remember years ago, women wore pants like that. You couldn't wear pants to church. Man, I thought that. They said, Gab, what you doing? You wore pants to church. Even the old folk, when they start wearing bad, they tell you don't wear no pants to church. Women wear suits with ties. But that's to show how backward we got. It's accepted. And get what we say. Man, this man, don't you serve the Lord. When you look at you old folk, you ain't trying to serve no Lord. You're a hussy. Because there was a way set. He tried to tell you, and a highway should be there at a what? And it shall be called separated. The unclean. Why y'all think them sisters done took that way? That's how I know it ain't straight, because they crossing it. He said unclean, won't even pass over it. Huh? He said it's going to be fulfilled. Wayfaring man. I know they called me a fool, but you ain't going to believe it. On error. I know how to prevent problems. See that? He said, listen, though a fool. He said, I know how to prevent problems. I ain't problem solving. I prevent them. You walking them street, I already know what you're doing. You problem solving. I can help y'all with a lot of stuff, but I know it throw y'all. I can't read and write. I'm so ignorant. I'm so sorry. I ain't mean to make myself the ignorant. If it was up to me, man, it got me all kind of paperwork. Woo, man, I have so many of them things on my wall. Woo. And you'll know I was a spiritual man. You know what one I'm going to say? Cum laude. Yo, sir, you know I was spiritual. You're coming out, they'll say, woo. They said, one in here show no spirit that cum laude. When I got that cum laude, boy, woo, look at that thing look right pretty too. But I wasn't able to get it, right? It's bad out here. But I just try to get people to look at things by the Kanye Yahuwah. Let's look at what's practical. Stop letting people frame you into something. This is what they do. They frame you into something. Okay? So we understand now, and we understand Yahushua coming in trying to teach us the importance and the value of understand that this is temporary. This is a temporary state that we're in. And a lot of time problems get caused because you forget. That's why you get sick, baby. You know why you get sick? You ain't healthy. No, I get sick because he keep trying to teach me this is so-called. That's why you keep having the pain. See, if we'd have finna read in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, he said in this one, he said that's why you moan and you groan at.
Right.
And you know why
You're leaving him.
it's supposed to make you desirous. See, people don't know what they're doing. Come on right quick, let's finish this simple down. 2 Corinthians 5. I'll help y'all out. They don't know. I don't know what's the purpose of telling somebody you healthy as a horse. Do you have a mane or something? Who goes around and compare their health to a horse? Why do you do that? Who gives somebody a job because they got the same health of a horse? Just think about stuff we say, healthy as a horse. Why are we using a horse for a measuring stick when he told you all flesh is not the same flesh? See, think about how many we heard that. You healthy as a horse. Do you go to a veterinarian? Why would the doctor be comparing my health to a horse? I said, sir, ma'am, are you a veterinarian? Why are we talking about horses? See, because be honest, what happened to us again? We're not thinkers. We're not thinkers. You're a flesh. Why? When he compared you to a horse? Never. That's just something you take on, and you start to live to what you hear. Eat straw. Horse eat straw. I don't know why they would be comparing me to a horse rather than a donkey. You know what I mean? Or a pig. He honk. Thousands of chickens. Quack. All kind of animals out here. But it don't matter. But it don't matter. Those are animals. I'm confused with human beings sitting around when he referred to as the Ari, which is the lion of the tribe of the Matah of Yehuda, it was a lot of things that was symbolism because of how our hair is structured. The mane of Ari, a lion, is symbolic to a crown. This is why he referred to him as an Ari. This is symbolism, okay? Plus, when you look at how they survive, they are one of the fewer cats that, matter of fact, one of the only cats, they survive in a tribe. Cheetahs don't do it. Leopards don't do it. Panthers don't do it. These are long. I got panthers in here. These are tacticals. I got all kind of animals in here. Cheetahs. I got cheetahs, leopards. You ain't gonna change your spots. You're supposed to be Ari. Because they survive as a tribe. They're always looking at sire. You know what he does? Only he fight because he's trying to sire. He's trying to set up. He's trying to establish his dominance and pass it down to his seed. Okay, they were fighters. See, it's all symbolic. But for some reason, you a horse. Old mule, work like a mule. I don't know, never told you, he never told you work like no mule. We use the olive. And it's all symbolic. Look at how his horns go up. Symbolic to a crown. It's his strength. It's his strength. It's his versatility. Watch them, they lead. They can teach. You can eat from them and they can feed. They can protect. All the things he give you, for some reason you don't use that. You're strong as a bull. We use the olive. We don't know about the bull. Leave that on the can. That's why you drunk. So he used that. I'm just being honest. That's just how he gave them, how they saw things were differently than how we do them. These were things that they physically, that's why the eye is so important, because the eye gives knowledge. Appearance of things. Like we're looking for his appearance. That's going to coincide with what we've been taught. When we see him come, it's going to coincide with what went into the ear, goes into the ear. We're going to see it. Hello? That's all. And it's going to all coincide. The appearance, and it's going to come in and it's going to help unite some knowledge that we have. It's really important to know what we're doing. Really important for y'all to sit back and really consider what you're doing and stop just being led and drugged by people. You ain't even been led, you've been drugged. You've been drugged. It's been bad. It's real bad because it hurts us in our growth. You hadn't learned how to problem solve, and we can't get to prevention yet. Hello? So we'll try to move right quick. Give me the 30th chapter of the book of Alah Ha Dabarym. Y'all give me a little time. I'm going to try to get y'all out of here because I ain't going to be able to preach tomorrow. Let me get it in tonight. Alah Ha Dabarym 31. All right, listen.
So it shall be when all of these things have come upon you,
Like what?
the Baraka and the All-Ah, which I have set before your Panim, and you shall bring back them to your Lob
So,
among
you gonna
all
bring them back?
Goyim,
So,
where you
Go ahead, and you should bring them back among all Goyim.
Goyim, where Yahuwah, your all has banished you there. And you return to Yahuwah, your all, to Shama, to his call, with all your Lob, and with all your Nefash, according to all that I amar you today,
See that?
you and your Bani.
What happened?
Then Yahuwah, your all, shall restore you from captivity, and have compassion on you, and return and gather you from all the where Yahuwah, your all, has scattered you
All
there.
the people, where he scattered you there.
If your outcasts are at the end of the Shamayim, from there Yahuwah, your all, shall gather you, and from there he shall bring you back. Yahuwah, your all, shall bring you into the Arats, which your Aboth possessed, and you shall possess it, and you shall prosper you and multiply you above your Aboth.
So what we're looking at, trying to kind of move along, kind of get y'all based on what we're looking at. A lot of this come back in that what we need to know, what he gave them that they didn't pay attention to. Fundamentals, they missed. When he came in originally, and an issue became in when it came into them about sacrifices. In the 7th chapter of the book of Yirmiyahu, in the 7th chapter, probably about the 14th, 15th verse, he said, I never spoke to them about offering for sin. He said, I never talked to them about it. He really wanted to know where did we get it from. It was because we knew we were going to create some problems. It's like some people here, they'll tell you, it's some people, why people stay away from relationship, because they already know they're a problem. They know they're a problem. And we knew it was a problem, and we knew what we were going to need to try to learn how to get out of these problems that we had. So he actually tried to give you a solution to where you could avoid these problems. That was the whole purpose of letting you know how he operates, how he thinks. So he realized some of the problem came in was in the 55th chapter of the book of Yahushua. He had to go and get it. And he told you to seek him. I'm trying to figure out when. While he may be found, telling you what? This is not going to be long. It's very temporary, just like the booth. Seek me while he may be found. They didn't want you to call on him, because it's going to be some distance between us. But then he said, let Derosha forsake his way. Can we see what forsake means? Forsake. To forsake another person is to leave them entirely. That's completely. Usually in a moment of need. I really need you. Hello? Forsake may mean simply giving something up, such as a homeland, for something more appropriate, but it is often a mean word suggesting leaving something or someone when they see how they say it? Look how see how they come back, they just induce you back. They just induce you back. That's a bad word. Why would you do that? And then they'll play it on. Would you just leave your kid like that lady? See how they show you the lady left her kid and went on vacation? Her kid died. Had the lady left her kid to go serve Yahuwah, I'm talking about entirely serve Yahuwah, the correct way her kid died, then she didn't lose nothing. But now they're going to associate it with the woman who left her kid. Kid died. Everybody know that was terrible because she went where? So she didn't forsake her way. That's a difference. See, she forsook her child. She forsook her responsibilities. She forsook what was appropriate. So when Abraham was told to get out from his father's house, what did he do? He forsook. What did he do? He forsook it for what was appropriate. Later we learned from the book of Yahushua that they call that they call Joshua. We learned later that Abraham people were people that actually were open to committing adultery with the Dabar, with other Elohims. How would you got? Let's see. What's that? 28th chapter of the book of, let's see. The 28th chapter, I think, verse 1 of the book of Yahushua. 28 or 24. Let's see. Yahushua. 24? 24 and 1. Yahushua. 24 and 1. Then we'll go look at that Barashit. Barashit. 11 and 1. Let's see what it's talking. Listen.
Then Yahushua gathered all the Matah of Yasharal to Shechem.
He gathered all the tribe of Yasharal. There's 12 of them. He gathered all 12 of them.
And Yakra, the Zakanim of Yasharal.
And he called. Yakra, he called.
And for their Rosh, and for their judges.
And for the who?
And for the Shaphatim.
And for their judges.
And for their officers. And they presented themselves before the Elohim. Yahushua said to all the
what did he say to all?
Thus says Yahuwah.
Thus saith Yahuwah.
The all of Yasharal. You both dwelt on the other side of the Nahar in the past.
That's what he said they did.
Tarak, the Abba of Abraham, and the Abba of Nakor, and they served other mighty ones.
You see what they did? So when you read in the book of Barashit, 11th chapter, he told Abraham to get out from his father's house. It's just like he just made a man leave. He's telling them now, if you didn't know why. Why? So think about it. Why he leave? Because the Lord told him. That may seem just told him to leave something that was right. That's why you walk off from things right and you say Yahuwah told you to do something, because you make no sense in what you're saying. He's telling them this for a reason. Why did he tell them to leave? Because Terah, who was his father, Nahar, his brother, who was Lut, who was his Lut's father. He's letting you know what they did. They served other mighty ones. Listen.
Then I took your Abba, Abraham, from beyond the Nahar and led him through all the Araks of Canaan.
Hands. What did he do? Hands, 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 hands. Listen, little fat kid. Don't be putting your hand up, you don't know the answer. Oh, now, quit putting your hand up, you know you don't know no answer. He said, I'm just going to put it up. You know what he looking at? These other folks, he like, they be doing it all the time. They don't know either. He said, what if I'm going to get a check? He going to get it to my mom and dad anyway. What did he do? Hands. That's bad. What did he do? He did what? Okay. What's it? No, I know. No, let me say this. Y'all answer not bad. He immersed him. If he brought him over to Nahar, it was because he actually was immersing him. If he crossed over the water, get what was under him? What was over him? What was on the side of him? He was immersing him. That's the same thing he told you in the 10th chapter of the book. When they came down to the 10th chapter of the book of 1 Corinthians, he said, I wouldn't have you to be ignorant. How that all our Abbas, they was all immersed under emotion. He said, because they were under the cloud and the sea was under them. He said they were all immersed unto him. That's why he stood it up on both sides. He was immersing the people. See, immersion is not new. We've always had it. Even with the Kohan. That was the purpose of why he had to change his clothes. He had to wash. Oh, you didn't know what that meant. Same thing would tell you. You're going to be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. That's what they learned. They had to be changed. The people saw him one way, then the people saw him change. The problem was they would revert back. Hello? Yes, sir. And that also was symbolic for you with Yahushua. When you asked them why would they stand there gazing, that same Yahushua would take, because when they would sit there and watch, the Kohan would go. But then he would come back in light manner. Because he would go into the, see, this is stuff you need to pay attention. He would go into the tent. He went into the tent of meeting. They watched him go out of their sight. Then he would come back. That's what he did when he went to Shaman. He went into the tent of meeting. That's what we're doing. We're sitting here waiting. That's what the people do, because you couldn't enter. You couldn't cross over. I know. Why would you think about it? So everything he told you was going to happen was what we already knew. The people would sit outside and we would watch. We would be waiting. Hello? That's why Dawood told you to wait on him and be of good and be of true courage. Okay. So what basically what I was trying to get y'all over to watch and to see, and we were trying to look at this was the importance of why he brought him out. And you know why he brought him out? He was trying to get Abraham to, first of all, solve a problem and then prevent him. What his father and what his brother was doing, that was a problem. That's what Yahushua was trying to tell him. Amazing why he told you about not mixing with other people, because it's going to be a problem. You're going to wind up serving those other Elohim. You can't say, it's like people now, they be up on the roof of their father's house, but I don't be doing it. I go, yeah. He just told him to get out because he was able to still withhold and keep himself. This is going to be a problem. I can help y'all out. A lot of stuff you can't deal with everybody. You can't keep everybody. All right, I'm trying to help y'all. And that's the man, he told him to get out. Now we hear what he doing. Why he said, well, you know, you strong. That's them.
Yep.
Trying to teach you how to problem solve.
Yep. That's right.
So there's a lot of stuff y'all do. There's a lot of stuff y'all do. I wouldn't do it. But I'm going to tell y'all why I'm telling y'all a lot of stuff. I know they say, preacher, just tell her plainly. I watch y'all. Y'all are compromised to a lot of stuff. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. It's a lot of stuff you just can't do. There's a lot of stuff you just can't do. You just can't involve yourself with. It's just not profitable. It's not productive for what you're trying to do. That's why he told him to get out. He was trying to teach you. That's why he got him to get out from a situation. So when he told you, wherefore come out from among and be what? Badal, separate. What was the purpose of making him come always? See, when he brought him out, he also immersed him and put him on a whole nother side. You notice Abraham wouldn't go back.
Yep.
Abraham forsook. He would not go back, even to get a Shah for his son. I won't go back. That's called forsake it, because you know why? It was appropriate. It was for something better. You guys don't look at it. Here's a lot of stuff you won't forsake. Because y'all look at, well, I'm trying to see how I obey the word here and obey the word. That's where you at. And you've lived your life like that. So you always have to find a way to justify what you're doing, versus you just have to get to where it's just some losses you're going to take. There's some things you just got to look at. I ain't going to be able to help you. I ain't going to be able to help you. I'm not going to be able to help you. You're just going to fall, however it go. Because what happened, like when he told Yahushua in the 14th chapter of the book of Yahushua, he told him to palal not at all for this people, for their what? Sometimes you can help people that Yahuwah done already struck out. He could actually turn them and convict them out, but you in the way. You in the way, and you really blocking, and it's gonna hurt you. That's why I don't pray for everybody. I don't. I don't pray for everybody. I tell them too. I don't pray for everybody. Don't you pray for everybody? I don't know why. Because when Yahushua prayed, he didn't pray for everybody. And let's see right quick, 17:1. Yahuchanan. Let's see, maybe I'm wrong now. I could be wrong. Let's see. You gotta be careful. I'm telling you what, sometimes I hear me, I said the elect. Sometimes come back, I had to stretch out. I gotta be careful. You put the wrong people out, elect. Who they put in office to be president? I'm trying to figure. Who now? What if they want to elect it? Can they go in the White House and stay in the Oval Office? Why not? They don't know why they ain't gonna get in the Malcool. You're not elected. What you think the whole purpose of that Oval Office is? It's according to election. You ain't gonna believe it too. Same thing happened to you. Same thing happened over there with Biden. It was rigged. There's no other way you were getting in. It was rigged. You think that's something, ain't it? Oh, they rigged the election. How you think you got in? You're a coon. You're a coon de matata. You only getting in because it's rigged. People don't know what they be saying stuff. They don't know what you be saying. And you have a problem with rigged election. How you getting in? It's rigged. How they getting in? Ooh, listen.
Yahushua spoke these things, then he lifted his toward the Shamayim and said,
What could he possibly say?
Abi, the hour has come. Kabad the being, so that your being may also kabad you.
That's what he said. He wanted to get glory so that he can also get a glory too.
You.
See? So what's the purpose of you getting what you want? When you pull out stuff, what exactly what is for him? There you said tight. Why would it be tight? Now, what exactly why you wanted this? What was your reasons again? It's really not hard if you paid attention. The only reason he wanted the kabod, so he could. So where do we get the relation so we understand that? Give me a correlation. Hand, correlation. Good. Let's go. Stop. I got a hand. I got one. Real smooth. This is what they did with the fan. They did like this here. So what they gonna do was, they were saying, they gonna say, preacher, you missed it. I had my hand. Is this how we raise our hand like this with a fan on here? And that way, when I get a right answer, they can say, me and you saying the same thing. Come on, Humpback, what's the answer? I ain't gonna tell y'all who it was. Come on, Humpback, what you say? Who? What do you want to think on? Don't you asking me or telling me? He don't know what he said. That's exactly it. The reason why you look at Yosef, who they call Joseph and Pharaoh, that was the purpose of why he was put over the land. So when everything came back to him, remember everybody had to come to Joseph. So when they came to Joseph and they gave those things and we took, it was also he could give it to him. And Pharaoh in turn gave the honor kabod to him. That's what the purpose of him putting him up and making him the second highest ruler. So that way when he would take the good, think about it. Because he sat in the position, everybody knew he was the person that was supposed to collect to get it. When he got it, where was he taking it to? He was going to give it back to Pharaoh. So the only reason Yahushua told us that this is my ben in whom I'm well pleased. So when you gave him the kabod, he come back and give it to me. You think this about glory and glory? No, you need to understand when speech is said. What is he actually saying? What's the correlation? Because if you're going to recite it back to me what I said, then you really don't understand it. Does that make sense now? The only reason it made sense to put him up and let everybody know this is the second highest ruler. Listen, there is no one in this whole place greater than me. I put him here. I am the only person that's greater than him. So all unashamed had to go and see him. Now, when you go see him, when he gave you directions and orders on what to do, and when you collect it, he brings it right back to me. That's why I put him up there. So you be asking for stuff to get it. What you say you trying to do with that now? For you and your mama now? What you say? So you see why a lot of stuff don't be working out for you? Because he look at it, what's in it for me? I try to teach y'all how to read and comprehend. Y'all see where it makes sense now? Yes, so let me ask y'all a quick question. What was your understanding before we just went on that stuff? Anybody can tell me how you kind of understood it? I'm just curious how you understood it. I'm not saying it be funny. Tell me, somebody tell me, how did you understand it? Huh? I hear you. Yahushua and Pharaoh. How did you understand it? Anybody understood it differently? Or you just like, I mean, he put him up there so he get the glory. Yeah. And the reason why I say that, we kind of break it down and start looking at the importance of where we start at, whatever was written aforetime. Guess what? Guess how we just understood it? From what was, now guess what you just learned? It works. Guess what you just learned? How did you learn it? From what was written, and guess what it was written for? To teach us and to show us. Now you have the ability to operate. Before you operate, you didn't have the ability, nor did you have a right. See, just like when it came down to Uziyahu, when he tried to go into the Mashkan, he didn't have a right. Just like when it came down to Adam, when he tried to go and eat from the ox, it was in the gun, he just didn't have a right. So this is why it looked at the importance of this man coming. I can give you that right. Hello? See, when Shaul teacher, he actually had a ministry rolling for a good while. Around about the 14th year, he went up to communicate. Communicate means to exchange information. He said, lest I had run in vain. He said, now when he communicated what he did teach, they left hand dabbed him. You dead on. That signified, that's what it is. They gave him the right to keep doing it. See, the problem with you ain't got no right to do what you're doing. That's the only problem. See, that same ox that Adam and them couldn't eat from, that's the same tree we're going to eat from. Because you're going to have a, right. But the only way you're going to be able to do it, you ain't going to believe it. You're going to have to be on left all the rest of that stuff. It's called forsaking. The only way you're going to be able to write, you're going to have to left all that other stuff. Forsaking. They ain't going to believe it. I do this for a living. People do it for recreation. I do this for everything else. I do it recreation. I do this for a living. You understand now? Now you know how the right hand and left hand work, don't you? Right. Once you done left it. You got it? It ain't hard. It ain't hard. You just got to be willing. Got to be real honest. Isn't that right? You really got to be seeking. People don't believe, when he said he that seeketh, I heard that, seeketh, I don't know, I don't know what the man talking about. How a man seeking food that hungry? I might eat something later. He ready to get his hands on. How a man trying to get water that thirsty? Huh? He got a real intent to get it. Huh? He looking at dying. This a matter of life and death. That's why you ain't got it. Cause yeah, I'm good. You can't be good. Not until you get it. The only way you can be good, you got to get it. You good and you ain't got it. That scare me. That's not the proper pattern. I'm good. How? It don't make sense. Cause you ain't ate. I know that. Hold on a minute. I know you ain't heard what I just heard. I know that. Look here, he looked at Damon like, big man, you need to. That man looked over at Damon like, big man, that thing was, I know your cheek hot. That man slick, listen. He let listen, he heated that seat warm. He like, how he know? I did one of them. That's one of them when you like let it out, it go back. And it just warm your cheek. Later on check, you probably got a burnt more. Man, I heard that thing whistle. I was like, somebody whistle while you work. No. But this is how important it is for you to understand. Again, when you understand, it gives you the ability. When people try to do it, it's because they don't have the ability. They don't understand. You got to understand. I understand this. That's why I'm able to explain it to you. It makes sense. What I tell you, we start out with, that's what I do. You're supposed to be able to use what was written before. That's how you understand it, for now. What was written before, I can use it for now. When we read, I can show you from now how it works, how it comes together. Y'all got it? See, when you're talking about getting to town meeting, all it is complete. They said complete, perfect, just get it complete. That's what we're trying to do. That's a completion. We didn't have a completion. That's what we're missing. We had the missing piece. We couldn't get the completion. That's what Yahushua represented for. He was completion. See, when they sat down, when Shamuel, when he went in, heard Elohim, when he went in to Mashiach, one of the Benin, Ayashi, he told them they couldn't eat until, what it was? Till that one more came in, because it's not complete. That's what a lot of things you'll realize why we can't do it. It's not complete. See, people trying to do something, it's not complete. See, he kept showing you so many symbolisms to try to show it's not complete. A lot of people start showing some variation, it just wasn't complete. And people fell for it. That's why would he tell you here the conclusion? What that was part of that way it'd be complete. Yeah. Then you got the complete understanding. These people ain't heard enough to do what they're doing. You should, because you don't have a completeness of it. Y'all got it? Yes, anyone knew when Malcolm y'all put the house, when he put the wall up, he told you though at that time, it wasn't complete because they ain't put the doors up. Do y'all know legally I'm a builder by trade? Did you know they won't let me sell a house that ain't got no doors? It's uninhabitable. I can't sell a house with no doors on it. Not complete, it won't pass an inspection. I can get the bathroom done. You'll be able to tell them. They're not gonna let me do that. They're not gonna, I had a bathroom laid out, electricity, everything, ain't no door. They're supposed to tell, they said, I can't give an occupancy. So guess why you can't get in yet? Because Yahushua had to come, wasn't no door. You need a permit that says it can be occupied. That's what Yahushua came to do. He came in the permit that said now you can occupy. That's not important to you, is it? You see, everything these folks, where you think these people learning from? That's the things you need to be complete. Okay, I'm just trying to help you out. Things have to be functional, operational. That's what he's doing. He's going back to prepare. He's a builder by trade. So he told he was going back to prepare a place. His father was a carpenter. His other father, Daud, had in his law to build the Beth Elohim, but he gave it to Shalom. He built it. Somebody with wisdom, Chokmah, had a skill. That's what he did. So you know who he sent back to build it? Somebody with skill. We should have paid when Mushah set out. He had men that was skilled to do that. That's what, their wisdom, they had the skill. Let me tell y'all, I watch it. I can tell y'all something. It'll probably hurt your feelings, but y'all be all right. Let me tell you about something, people. I told you it hurt your feelings, probably. You know it. It didn't meant to hurt your feelings too. Let me tell y'all something with some of y'all am. So you know where I'm at, okay? A lot of stuff that you think you know, you know I pay absolutely zero attention to it. Let me tell you how much sense you got and how much you brought. You brought absolutely not one dime to that place. You brought not one invention. You brought not one happening. How much you actually think I care about your knowledge? I got to tell them that they got to know that for real. I watch you separate. I watch you diss yourself. Do you actually think I respect your knowledge? You brought absolutely nothing to that place. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Now, how much you think I count your knowledge for? Let me tell you something. When you have wisdom and skill, you can do something. Understanding gives you the ability to be able to do something. Listen, I have a craft, not just sitting in this seat. I know how to make money. I know how to put things together. I know how to problem solve. You don't know how to do nothing. You know how to get with somebody to sit and run your mouth. You'll bring nothing to the table. I respect your knowledge or your wisdom. Because I know you don't have, you did it, it'll bring you before great people. And I know it ain't brought you nowhere. It brought you no gain by it either. I'm not impressed. I just want to help them out. You know, it's bad when you have people that feel like they're so smart, you don't realize you can't be smart. I've seen you produce nothing. I ain't seen you produce nothing for yourself, let alone for anybody else. Just had to put that on the table. But it looks good on paper. I just help y'all out. A lot of y'all do it, and I watch you do that stuff. You'll draw back when I move and I do something. I make paper. That's how, hey, you can ask folk know what I do. I got proof in my pudding what I do. All you got is, I could do. I know. You're only fooling yourself. Let me tell you something. I can help a man. Listen, I can help a man on how to live. That's being honest. I can help a man on just showing you how to do stuff. A lot of times, it ain't everybody when I say that. It's just, if you don't, why wouldn't you want to learn how? Mm-hmm. Why would you not if you had it? Why would you try to? This is what you don't get, and I know you don't have it. There's no man, he said, who lights a candle and put up under bed? What's going to happen? Right. So you actually think that I think you're a lit candle sitting on the bed. You're really not that bright. Not too bright. Let me tell you something. Y'all need to stop it. Follow the hot hand. Follow the plan that the man done designated. Some of y'all are the people, the same people in the book. It's dangerous you try to pull and break out, do your own thing. Why would you not follow the fold? Right. You watching the animal kid, they're never successful. Never successful. It's like in yourself, it's like, what are you telling yourself? Let me see. I mean, I ain't got nothing going for myself. I'm right there, I'm under dead broke. Nothing I do make no sense, ain't working, and I'm a miserable wretch. Yeah, I'm smarter than all of them. You honestly that dumb? You honestly that dumb? Makes no sense. It don't make no sense. A man's skill gonna prove itself out. And then, man, no, it ain't bad. I look at this. You either part or you not. I mean, listen, you either gathering or scattering. That's how I look at everybody. Listen, that's not, huh? Well, we Mahatma. What that Mahatma do, Karen? The Uncle Ben scatter. Come on, Karen, come on. You're the one taught me. You were my teacher. That man told me, he's a priest, I'm telling you, I don't like that Mahatma. He said, Mahatma, it be stuck together like that. He said, I like that Uncle Ben. He said, scatter. And you wonder why Aunt LaVon be laughing. So it really, y'all have to look at and put in your mind, follow the plan and watch how things work out instead of the separate stuff. I just don't get people. And it's a characteristic flaw of our people to where we've been beat so bad or we feel like it's trying to belittle us as men. When we all get the same knowledge, then we can become productive to spread out and then, induce other people with the knowledge. But right now, you're still at a learning stage of learning first how to get out of yourself. Stop making things just about you. I look at when I do things, I don't make it about me. Because I got things, for myself I like to do. But I understand how the plan works. It has to be inclusion. These people do business mentality. When I tell FD people, what I say, Evan? Now, y'all already primary. These folks tell you, anybody did never tell me to say FD people. I don't play no stuff like that. There'll never be no time where y'all, not one of our members never going to sit nowhere. Listen, if we sit down and one member can't eat, I'm throwing everybody throwing theirs in the trash. That's the only way it's going to make sense. It ain't going to make sense for it to eat talking about, we'll burp on them. We ain't burping on that. Everybody throw it in the trash. It can't be no good for us. It can't be good for us. It don't even work like that. He condemned about it. One hungry and another one full. He said, this ain't to do Yahuwah stuff. I know what someone's thinking. They just got to get, everybody throw it in the trash. Nobody eat. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to be that way. That way it teach you to work as a oneness. Can't do that. The way y'all think, see, I used to be grimy, nigga. I've been with grimy people. This way don't call. You can't be grimy like that. You got to drop all your ways. That the whole person forsaking your way, like you forsake and leave and walk off and things. Forsake your ways. Yeah. Sometimes it ain't even other people, it's just you. Yeah. Forsake your ways. And it's a process. Thought process. You heard that before? Now, you know, computers have a processor. Yeah. You got to forsake not just your thought, the way you process stuff. Why you think you had to show them a different way? Because the way you process stuff is the way you do things. Come on, man. Come on, I'm going to put something in a grinder, and I'm trying to see why it won't stay together. Is that what a grinder do? No, sir. That's not the process. The process of the grinder is going to break it down. Right. So I got to use a different method if I'm going to get it to stay together. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You got to start looking at how you process stuff. Yeah. Okay? You can't keep liquefying stuff talking about why it ain't solid. It's the way you process it. See, everything I'm trying to tell y'all are things that you really got to set down and you got to consider. If you're going to really set yourself up for salvation, there's a lot of stuff you got to change from. There's a lot of things you got to change. Just like when the Kohan, when he got ready to go into the tent of meeting, he couldn't, there were things he had to change. There were things he had to take off. There were things he had to lay aside. Why do you think he told you to lay aside every weight? And guess who had to lay aside? And the qatar. That way to offer it. Because that would have hedged him in. I can't unhedge you unless I'm first unhedged. I had to unhedge myself. Listen, I know y'all tired. It's Shabat Layla. And I be just talking and going. Because I really want us to understand it. And I know what's holding us back. And a lot of it is, I don't see nothing wrong with my way. In the nicest way possible, you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. That's what's wrong with your way. The fact that you think your way. This is some way how y'all think. I'm telling you something, you gone a different way. You see it a different way. Do you actually think it's good? No. So you think about either way they go, let's go this. One of us wrong. Let's be practical. We don't both say it two different ways, both of us right. Something wrong that you hear and I'm wrong and you know I'm wrong. Something wrong that you think you're right and you know you're wrong and you still keep going. This is why you got to stop being an idiot. Because you done make something else your fight instead of realizing the people that do this, let me tell you the problem here. If they pay attention, this has been your structure your whole life. You ain't been an oddball, you've been a screwball. You've been calling, I always been my own person, don't make sense. You've always been a screwball. You've been a screw up. People are telling you, I always been my own person. No. People had to accept you, and the people that did, because they put you in a box and realized you, sir, are a screwball. And you've been limited with people. Let me tell you something. Human interaction is normal. No human interaction is a problem. You're beings. You feed off of each other's energy. Let me tell you what, only an idiot in their mind thinks it makes sense. Okay. That's why Yahushua stayed by himself all the time. Them folks, multitudes were coming to him. We feed from each other. Nobody come to you. You got a multitude of stupidity in your head. Don't let people dumb y'all down. Listen, time is season. Also, he sent me a night text. He said, Dad, listen, I asked you something serious. What direction you see things going? He said, I used to fight you on this thing. You ain't never got to worry about it. You got the eye, it ain't my time. How you say go, that's the direction I want to go. Whatever way you say go, that's how I do it. He said, and I told him, I said, y'all time will come. A lot of times people want to do stuff. It's a time for things. People are looking there, want to jump and do stuff. It ain't time. Then sometimes when it's time, people sit around and procrastinate. That's why you need somebody with experience to know when to move, when to sit still. They'll try it on their own. I'm just being like, why y'all think them people kept going inquiring? You don't even inquire. You just be doing. You don't come in, please, I think I effed up. What's your name? So you already on move. At that point, what we working with? We're not in this. We problem solving, and we should be past problem solving. That was the purpose of him coming, to teach them, to get them to problem solving, and get them to prevention. We with y'all do, now you're coming and you're still right at stupid. You done jumped so far in, it really don't need to talk about it. You've done it. So a lot of times you don't realize the prayer, I don't be want to run no man, I don't want no man running. So what were they doing when they were going to inquire Yahuwah? Because they were respecting the position. Just like Pharaoh said, it's always been an order on how to do things, but we don't want to accept because time changed, and they ain't no idiot. Right there, you're an idiot. Because you said you wanted, you done something different. He has a way for a reason. Why he told you to forsake your way? Because he looks at, I'm trying to do prevention. If it's wrong, let it fall on the man. Let it fall on my man, because your confidence ain't in him, your confidence in me. I gave you the order. If Joseph told anything wrong, if anything going, I'm just doing what your man told me to do. Right. But when you did on your own, well, I was thinking, this word of the devil. Because you didn't have understanding, which means you didn't have the ability to realize I put you somebody there for a reason, so they can bear the bunt. You ain't gonna believe it. Why with him first? Y'all know why? Because on the foundation. Low barrel. Yeah. Low barrel. And you, instead of you trying to do, why he told you to take my yoke upon you? Right. I'm trying to swap with you. I'm gonna take your load off. He looked, I can carry more than you can carry. You're gonna put somewhere you can't carry this. Because where you gonna put yourself at, you ain't ready for what he gonna do to you. He had people he specifically put in place and said, listen, I want this to follow. He told folks, take that. He said, give me the head. Give me the head so your material. He said, go get me any nigga in there. That don't make sense. Give me the leader. Because the leader already know how things operate. Bring me your leader. Y'all remember years ago you had an alien picture. You come on, what the first day how they come here? Find me a nigga. Where's it? Get me in them little white boy. First thing they ask you, what? Because I know you ain't here. I ain't no need to talking to you. Y'all remember they always say, first day they holler, wasn't it? You ain't even smarter than an alien. You ain't smart. I give you a bite, you too stupid to pedal to try to get and lead the planet. You just riding around here in a circle. I said, see, I know you don't know what you're doing. E.T. went home. Why don't you go home? So it's important for us to start looking at, just trust Yahuwah enough to let him do what he said do. He said, let it fall on my man, because it ain't going to be on you. It's going to be on me. Yahuwah done set an order up for you. And when you put confidence in Yahuwah's order, then Yahuwah can work for you. He look at, guess what Yahuwah said? He said, I ain't going to put you to shame. You know why y'all do stuff you put to shame? Because you ain't do what he told you. You've been put to shame because you do what you want to do. Right. It's so important for y'all to consider that you're going to start calling my phone. Don't do it. Because now you're going to make up something. You're going to make up something. I'm trying to think, should I go to the bathroom? No, I want you to piss yourself. This on me. Stop it. This on me. This all me. Stop it. But you got to start considering, when you allow things to happen and operate the way he tell you, then you'll get to start to mature and again to prevention. When we get to, first of all, come around correcting problems. That's the goal. Let's correct what we've done wrong. Let's reassess how we've done things. Because they'll be honest, a lot of y'all find yourself going back, impeding back on the same thing you've done. Why do you think this is? Because you haven't fixed the initial problem. See, when Yahushua came down and he found a man, and it's a beautiful story, the man was sitting there for what, 38 long years? 38 long years. He went to go down here, and every time, once a year, the Malachim would come down, the messenger, and they would trouble the water, stir the water up. And when the water get aggravated, when the water gets stirred up, he said, oh, my healing come in. That's what they told him. He said, when they come and they trouble the water. And the first one step in, he said, that's when, he said, healing come. Y'all see how these folk getting chaotic out here? Our healing get ready to come. Yes, sir. Our healing get ready to come. Think about it. They would trouble the water. Yeah. Then the 17th chapter book of Kazuni, he told you. He said the water, he said the Mayan, he said that's the people. He going to stir these people up. Our healing get ready to come. That's how you going to get it. Man, look at these folk, man. Look at him. You see that man killed. That man got 100 people down in Russia and 40 dead. And you alive. And there's that, man, listen, you ain't going to believe it. You ain't going to believe it. I know that kind of throw them off. You know what happened? People didn't realize when Solomon sat down and he made a great sacrifice to Yahuwah. Slayed a whole lot of animals. Because you know what he did? He did a whole lot of asking. What if they got put to the worst? And they carved on your shin? What if locusts came and devoured the land? What if their enemies came? What if they couldn't get back? What if they can't get back to that place? He said, then when you hear. So you know what? If you'll read, that's probably the most we ever slayed a beast. We slayed a lot of animals that day because he did a lot of asking. That's a lot of dying. I asked Yahuwah to do a lot for us. That's a lot of folk got to die for that to happen. These people getting slaughtered out here. How you think you living? You have no idea. You look at this stuff, you have no idea what he does. This so you'll be living. You can't live. I really need y'all to understand this, okay? This is a swap, okay? He got people coming in, but people got to go out. You still him. It's similar to musical chairs. It's going to come down to you after a while, but today he took some more people so you could be alive. Go look and see. He slaughtered a lot of animals. He slaughtered a lot of them. He did a lot of asking. He wasn't no fool. This just can't happen. He was setting up for you then. He knew. This people here, after Musha told him, these people set on mischief. Aharon told him that. Said, you know these people set on mischief. So listen, Solomon, who they call, he covers you on every end. You can't get back right now, can you? He covers you. He said, what if they turn toward it? He said, there's going to be a lot of slaying animals, though. We're going to kill a lot of animals for this. You put a lot. Y'all been chased out by y'all enemy? He said, yeah. He told him, he said, if my people that are called by, it wasn't with doubt, though. It wasn't with doubt. He was setting up some problem solvers for you. That's what he did. He saw these problems. He said, let me solve them for you. Sometimes when you help somebody at homework, you can see they can't get it. You know what you do? Just get out of the way. I just got to go and put the answer down. That's what Yahushua did. Let me just put the answer down. You never did that. Come on, tell the truth. You never did that. You said take them too long to get it. I just got away. I can see you can't figure it out. So that's what he did. He just want to put the answer down for us. See, now he come back and realize now you've done that too long. Now he said, I need to just go back and I need to teach you. I need to teach you how to problem solve. I gave you the answer before. Now I got to come in and I got to teach you how to problem solve so you don't have that problem again. And really what I'm going to teach you is prevention. You know, y'all got it? I'm going to teach you prevention so you don't get yourself in this situation again. Y'all got it? That's the whole course of what we're trying to do. We're trying to fix it. A lot of you guys don't know what your problem is. That's why you keep recreating, because you don't see your problem is deeper. Now, when he got that man up from the pool, which is a beautiful story, people miss what he told the man when we cost the man again. He told the man if he sinned, a worse thing gonna come on him. If he sinned again, a worse thing gonna. So that was your real problem. I just need him to trouble the water. I just need him to let me in. Hit the malakika. No, you need to stop sinning. And that water can be still. That water can be still. He can come along and do just like he did with the boat. Be still. Be still. No need to do it. It's because you sin. It's because you're sinning. See, let's go and let's fix the initial problem. You're still sinning. Y'all got it? A problem solved. Then we're going to start prevention. Got to fix the deeper, it's a deeper underlying root to your problem. You got something going on with you, but you don't want to search it. So even the book said, let a man examine himself and see whether he being or not. But you don't want to look to see, because when you really look and see, you're going to know. It's women in me here. Let me tell you the truth. You ain't honest. I already know you ain't honest. They're out there, and with him, on that screen, they're not honest. I know they're not honest. But I tell them that they ain't going to do it. And I told them because I know you're not going to do it, and that's going to be your fault. Y'all check what you're doing to get honest. For those of y'all who got a mind to be honest. Don't you be like these people. You be honest. It's just neat because he told you the day ain't going to come so there'll be a great falling away. There's going to be a great falling away among us. Y'all see, all I tell everybody who got an ear to hear, you make sure you are the honest people. At the end of the day, these people not. You think these folks honest? No, they not. I watch the people. No, they ain't honest. These folks sit here tell you they ain't even saying it. I know they lying. I already know they be lying. Let me tell you why I know they lying. Because first of all, I know you ain't mastered the craft, so I know you're sinning. You see when you telling a lie and saying you're not. I know these people sin. These folks say him. I watch these people say him flat lie. I know you're sinning. I ain't no fool. They studied. I said, well, that's where we at now. And he said, you got to remember this. You the one got to stand for it. See, and then other folks will say here, you don't pat yourself out these people. People not honest. People don't got their own, that's what he try to tell you. These folks don't establish their own righteousness. Don't you be like these people. You be right for yourself. That's right. And this is the most personal thing you got to do for yourself. You don't pull that junk. What make you think you're getting a deathbed? You're just going to get death. Don't be no hypocrite. I look at being right for me. That's for me. This ain't for nobody. That's for me. They're personal. Y'all stop trying to use other people. That's where they at. Be like, hey, man, that's where they at. Yeah, that's where you at the end of the day. You heard the call, though. You hear me? You hear the call. You get it right for yourself. Y'all got it? I'm going to get ready to let y'all go, but I love what I do. Y'all know that, don't you? I love what I do because I know it right. I want to be right. That's my goal. Everything I want to do, I want to be right. I don't want to be some like right. I don't want to be round right. No. I got to be right when he come back here. So it's a constant examining of myself. It's a constant going over things, looking. Because when I'm reading, I'm looking, I'm trying to make sure, how you understand that? It's important for me. How do you see that? Well, I mean, no. How you see it? And something ain't always I can see everything at the time. So then he let me know I know in part. I know in part. See, as a man, I can get lifted up. I see too much. So he let me just see enough sometimes. And I learned and I respect that. I said, when I don't see something, I don't try to push, I just keep moving. Because I already know he'll let me see when they need to see it. But see, if I see too much, I won't understand what part is. I say I got the whole thing. He said, I know in part, and that's how you doing. But I'm waiting on that with your purpose. That's the completion. I know how my part, I just got a part. I do my part. Y'all got it? You heard people say, do your part. That's what I tell y'all like Kanye, do your part. Quit being so trifling. This man is coming back, and what he's giving us now, just like with Purym, this man is giving us a gift. That's what Purym was about, giving us a gift. Y'all remember, just telling y'all this, not trying to let y'all finish so you'll know anyway. So with Purym, in the 3rd chapter, you'll find out when it came down, Mordecai, he was told to do something. What that was? To Haman, what they were supposed to do? Bow down. And they wouldn't do it because they was a different people. Well, this wound up some kind of way, it became to be a problem that he ordered that all of them, what happened to them they were supposed to do? No, they didn't bow down. What happened? He ordered that Mordecai and all the people Mordecai was supposed to be killed. That's what it was. That's what it. So then later, he went to the Malka, which is our word for empress, and sought her to seat the Malakim, the Malak, the emperor. And the emperor came in and he made a decree. And in his decree, he gave a decree that we could fight to, what it was? Defend ourselves. Yeah. So you kind of understand a quick end prophecy right quick. I ain't prophecy, but no, not the bull. No, that's not what I wanted. you kind of saw a problem solving situation. You probably don't get it. Romans 6:23. He don't have to get it. Because he told you what the wages of sin is. What was it? It was moot. So what was the decree to Mordecai and to the people? No, the decree was that everybody was supposed to bow to Haman. And when they didn't, he gave a decree that they should be killed. But then he went back and he he gave them a letter that they could defend themselves. That would be called the Baraka Alahim. That gave them life. So you understand the ways of sin it down. But the Baraka, which is the gift of Alahim, is eternal life. That's why we him. That's two.